economy if it is not important. If I don't see no dollar signs there, then I'm ignoring them. Got a couple kids nowadays that I'm supporting. Turning down 100,000, I wasn't bored enough. Yeah, I wasn't bored enough. I'd rather stay at home, just the four of us. Knock, 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 say hello to opportunity. Show them everything that I be doing, think it's doing me. Check, 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 everything I do is to a T. And only other Connor hitting hardest in the USC. Oh, Irish in my blood and all that money keep on doubling. I ain't tried to ball cause I ain't really one for fumbling. Made a couple M's, went gold, now I'm loving it. Drive through them all, can't stomach it. One time cause I had to prove it to myself. 2 times doing that for everybody else. 3 times just to put the trophy on the shelf. 4 times just because I couldn't, I ain't doing nothing else. Local legend, but the whip I got is foreign. Extraordinary, yeah, I feel like Alex Warren does. Please will not be economy if it is not important. If I don't see no dollar signs,
alrighty.
Got a couple kids nowadays and I'm supporting. Turning down 100,000, I wasn't bored enough. Yeah, I wasn't bored enough. I'd rather stay at home.
What it do?
Wait, second thought, maybe take a trip down to Florida. Need to change the weather, Tennessee just wasn't warm enough. Son and everybody, they been eating out the formula. Everybody talking, but at least they ain't ignoring us. Ay,
W's in the chat.
For 20 at Coach Show. Like that iceberg, I'm tipping a boatload. Got incredible friends, yeah, they froze on. Taking hits on the one like I'm Soto. Catalog multiples of double digits. Staring at the number like it's double vision. That's what happens when you trust the vision, but keep it humble for the juxtaposition. I changed my life overnight with a couple decisions. Stay working like there's somebody who's coming to get it. And don't get caught up in the talking and the public opinion. Yeah, I different functions cause I'm functioning different. Hey, 1 time cause I had to prove it to myself. 2 times doing that for everybody else. 3 times just to put the trophy on the shelf. 4 times just because I couldn't, I ain't doing nothing else. Local legend, but the whip I got is foreign. Extraordinary, yeah, I feel like Alex Warren does. Please will not be economy if it is not important. If I don't see no dollar signs there, then I'm ignoring them. Got a couple kids nowadays and I'm supporting. Turning down 100,000, I wasn't bored enough. Yeah, I wasn't bored enough. I'd rather stay at home with the 4 of us.
All right, well, let's get into it. Happy Friday. Welcome back to another New York live session. May 1st. So let's begin. Brand new month here, baby. Brand new month. What a month of April it was. And now we move on. So I hope you guys are well. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening. Welcome in. What up, Carlos? What up, Valerio? Oh my God, my Zoom froze. Positive Mind in the house. Let's go. What's up, Katie? What's good? What up, noobs? There it is. Jay Coop in the house. There he is. Jay Coop, man. Jay Coop putting us on with that extraordinary. Yeah, what's up, Q? How are you, brother? Danky P in the house. Who's laughing? Vishon, what you laughing at? The Big M is here. That's good. Why not laugh, man? We're living life, right? Why not laugh? Why not laugh a little bit? Why not giggle a little bit? Everybody takes life a little too serious, man. A little too serious, but anyways, welcome in. Good to be back with y'all. Let's get into it. Today is the first day of May, so another day, another opportunity for us to be patient, to be disciplined. I'm grateful to be here. Let's pour a blessing, on this month, and let's get ready for a big one here. Let's pray real quick, and then we'll begin. Let's do it. Father God, we thank you for just another new month, a new month for us to blossom in. We thank you for everything that was taking place in April, for all the victories, all the defeats, all the ups, all the downs. We thank you. It's all blessed. Life is bullish, and we thank you for continuing to provide for us. We thank you for continuing to lead us on that uptrend. We ask that you would go before us in May. Bless this month so we can be a blessing to others outside, and we thank you. In Jesus' name we pray. Amen. Let's do it. Yeah, blessing, to be a blessing. Anybody want to be a blessing? Yeah, let's do it, man. It's such an amazing life to live. You know, there's some people here right now, and they're just there's some people right now, they're in a hospital, right? They're looking out the window just wishing that they can be doing what we're doing. So while we got this opportunity, let's be grateful, keep the perspective, and no music. iPhone's tripping. Oh my God, you guys weren't even, oh my God. All right, there we go. You guys got music now. Sorry, you guys missed the whole song. Oh, YouTube got it though. You go run it back on YouTube. That's crazy. All All right, anyways, let's get into it here, man. Today is Friday. It is the first day of May, and we have a fresh, clean month ahead of us. So another month to continue to do what we do. It looks like we got a bunch of bank holidays going on here today, but other than that, it should be pretty clean for the most part on gold. I don't see anything in terms of the U.S. dollar here outside of some 945 stuff we got going on, but other than that, it's pretty clear path today. We'll keep in mind this 10 a.m. stuff and 9:45 and 10 a.m. stuff, and other than that, we're good to go. All right, why don't we get into a breakdown? Yeah, let's do a fresh top-down analysis. Let's see what we can come up with here in the New York session. We got one on the board here in Asian, so we'll see if we can pull another one off here in New York session today. All right, how's the music, Clubhouse? Now that you guys can actually hear it, let me know. Is it too loud? Yes. Yeah, good. Okay, cool. All right, G's. Let's get into it. Let's lock this in here. Let's talk about gold. We'll work our way down from the daily time frame as we always do, and let's see what we can come up with here. So it looks like the daily candle yesterday did end up closing bullish, ultimately creating a support level, which is completely understandable, right? If we track back a little bit, we know we had a range sitting right here that we consolidated in for a while. It looks like we did a nice little fake out. You know, it took a couple days, but ultimately the fake out went down up here where price ended up closing back below the range, right? And then firing through it, right? So we had that nice closure below, price pushed down, and now I would expect a little bit of a pullback here, right? Just for the market structure on the daily to come together. So we have left the white range, right? And we are now in the, did we label it purple? I think we labeled it purple yesterday, right? We're in the purple zone now. So I think we need a little retest, right, of that white zone, or at least an attempt of a retest. So something like this, right, where price comes down, follows market structure, possibly retest that previous white zone that we came from, and then continuing to head down from there. So we'll see if we actually get the full extent of that pullback, or if price just wants to, you know, kind of create some resistance here and continue moving down. So all in all, based off of this closure though, on yesterday's candle, we engulfed the previous daily candle. We also did create a pretty strong support from the looks of it. So this current candle now is opened up, it's made a high, it's made a low, we've come back up from making that low. So we'll see if this is going to be the daily bottom wick, and if we break the highs today, then we should have a straight run up into, you know, this area right up here. So let's take a look at the 4 hour and work our way down here. We are coming back up, so I'm assuming that there is a 4 hour bullish candle forming. Yep, there it is. So you got this 4 hour time frame. We have basically retraced the whole move. You know, you had a support level here, you had a resistance level sitting right here. We closed below that range very nicely, I must say, and you had all this clean traffic to the left, right? So beautiful push down there. I mean, perfect push down there on the 4 hour chart. So now we're coming up and retesting the highs here. So it looks like we maybe broke the high. Maybe, but all in all, it looks like we're coming back up. We don't know if gold wants to use this range here or this range here, so we'll have to keep an eye on that. You just never know, right? We could be using the right range, not the right range, but ultimately, I think if we do start rejecting from the highs and keep rejecting these areas here, then we should start to head back down at some point. But maybe this daily candle wants to start coming up. So let's see the 1 hour. 1 hour is coming into this range here. If you look left, right, you've got a bunch of resistance here. You've got support. You've got resistance, support. So we'll see what happens with the 1 hour. Just a juice box here of a candle coming off of this bullish candle with almost no top wick on it. So let's take a look at the 30 here. 30 has a little bit more room to go. It looks like we did close above the range here. You've got some some more clean traffic to move up. Let's take a look at what that looks like on the 15. 15's not bad here too. So it's all up to you. If you want to take an overextended move this far away from support, then go ahead and you got some more range coming to 46.25. If you want to be picky and selective and remain profitable like me, then I'd probably wait for some sort of support to form and then take a buy, right? So maybe if we can remain above here, right, and start to find some bullish looks, right, something like this, then we can probably start looking for more buys, right? Because now you have a closure above the range, you have a brand new support formed, and then we can have, you know, opportunity to fill this wick here and then potentially fill that range. So that's what I'm going to be looking for here on gold. Probably going to remain, I mean, daily's bullish, right? Daily's bullish. 4 hour is bearish, but you know, we're moving up pretty heavily, so anything can happen here now. So we'll mark off this range here on the 30. We'll wait for some sort of either closures that remain above or some closures that, you know, actually get below there, and then look to take the shorts. All right, that's it. That is it. Price is on a little bit of a rally right now, so don't disturb price, right? Just wait for your trade to fall into your lap. So those are pretty much the two ideas that I have. If we close with like, let's say we close with no bottom wick or something like that, then at that point I would be waiting for brand new support, right? Maybe something like this. And then if we still want to stay bearish at that point, we take the sells on the following bearish candle if it gives us this type of opportunity right there. So that is it, man. That is it. Should be a pretty straightforward day. We got to wait for a little bit of structure, and then we should be able to get going. Yeah, it looks good. Wow, massive bleeders last night. Holy smokes. Last night would have been a, man, you guys, I seen some of you guys took sells right here. You should have just let it run. Last night was actually a great night for one of those overnight holds. Damn. Wow. Yeah, we took these buys here in Asian last night. Uh-oh. We got babies crying. We didn't hear any loud bangs, but all right, I think it's under control. Yeah, we took these buys here last night off of the 1 hour candle, pushed up. Full TP was about 130 pips, so nailed it. Nailed it. Sniper exit on that one again, too. So closed 80%, or I think I closed 50% of my profits in these highs here, and then the rest closed right at the top there. Yeah, good trade, good trade. But we understood that move was simply to create this 4 hour top wick. So we were well prepared, right? If I go show you guys the Discord, you will see that once that move was taken, we got out, got our profits, and then these guys were right back in these sells for that 4 hour candle to come down. I was so proud of these guys because they understood it. They understood that was the 4 hour top wick. They understood the resistance there, break of the highs, closing below, clean push to go back down with that 4 hour candle. It was just like picture perfect higher time frame, lower time frame correlation. Yeah. And that's the cool part about like really understanding the correlation of things, because now you can easily spot that buy and know exactly why you're taking the buy, right? When we talked last night in Asian, excuse me, we talked about, hey, is this a trade that we want to hold long term, right? Is this one that we want to continue holding for a while? And we all agreed that it wasn't. And the reason that it wasn't was because you had a 4 hour candle closure. So this move up that we took was simply the new 4 hour candle creating its top wick. So that's not a trade that we want to hold, right? We want to basically hold for the logical parameters and then get out, because we know that this is where the push down could come from. So once that resistance is formed there, if you take that sell there now, this is what it looks like, right? You're basically taking a sell from way up here on the 4 hour candle, anticipating that candle comes down, flips bearish, and drives lower. So that's exactly what you see here. That entry right there would have pushed the 4 hour candle down, and then this one would have finished, you know, the job there. So just amazing work there, like just understanding the price action of all that, and fabulous stuff. The money move. It's the money move. Yo, good morning, James. What's good, brother? How are you? Ben G getting it done. Getting it done. Let's go. Yeah, in and out on the buys. We got 130 pips, and then the sells just came in and just absolutely melted off. So it was clean. Very clean. I didn't take the sells. I only took the buys, but I definitely would have taken those sells if I had been at the desk. Last night was some clean price action. Yeah, it was. It was. What up, C Melly? What's up, Sandman? May, baby. New month. New month. Interesting move coming back down here on gold. Spidey, how you doing? Did the 8 a.m. breakout make sense from the looks of it? Yeah. 8 a.m. Hold on. This one here? Yeah, it looks perfect. Yeah, it looks great. Beautiful. It looks beautiful to me. I think if we would have been on the stream, we would have executed right there. Or wherever the high was. Let's see. Good morning, Pablo. Man's in South Carolina today. Let's go. How's the weather? How is the weather? Oh, we've got an update from DeMarco. Let's take a look here, brother. Okay, April of 2026 is in the books. We did $193,000 in payout profits. And let's see, in total, in 2026, the total so far is over 400 payouts and about $40,000. So we're almost at the 1 milli mark. Early. You know, we still halfway into the year. I think we can hit 3 million this year. I really do. I think last year we cracked 2 or just about 2. I think this year we can definitely hit 3. So we're well on our way. We should ramp up. We've got momentum. We've got traders that are understanding price action, understanding time frame correlations, understanding that, the okay move is probably best to let go and wait for the better move. So I don't see why we don't, double and triple that here towards the end of the year. What is my risk management? I trade structure. You know what I mean? Everything would be right here. So let's say I took a buy on this candle right here. So let's say I wanted to take a buy, right, on this candle. So the first thing I'm doing is I'm going to aim. I know my range, right? So this is where I'm going to look for my full TP, or at least most of my profit. But I also see the wick here. So a lot of times I like to aim for these wick fills. So my move would look something like this, where I would take partials right here, maybe 50% or half, or maybe even 80% right there, and then I will hold the rest till here, right? And maybe close full right there, maybe close everything and leave maybe a little runner. But basically, once this range is filled, I'm pretty much completely out. So stops are always kept below the lows, right? Entries are always on the break of either previous or current candle highs. TP1s are always kept at these first levels of rejection, and then TP2 top of the range, and then TP3, wherever else there is to go. So probably full TP for me would be somewhere up here today. And I manage it the same way every time. There's never a difference. It's never one way I do it this way, the next day I do it that way. It's always the same. Always. Any trade in Asian? Yeah, we took a 1 hour onion, 1 hour inverted celery, or wherever it was, right here. Yeah, took a buy right here. Let me show you guys. I think I got it. Yeah, right here. So that was it. So close. So here you go. Here's my trade management, right? So in this trade here, my stops were kept below the low. My entry was taken on the break of the previous candle high, so that bullish candle's high. In this case, we were going against the 4 hour, so we aggressively managed this. So looking left, or at least in this range right here, I want to shoot to fill these wicks. But in the meantime, I want to look left and see, hey, if my trade is going to have a problem from here to here, where would that problem happen? So I look left and I see, okay, well, we have a couple wick rejections here, here, here. Every time we kind of pushed up, for some reason we rejected there. Same deal here, we rejected, right? We came up, so that's where I close 50 or 80% of my profits. I move my stop loss to break even. I got no more risk on the table, and now I just let it run. And in last night's example, I closed full right at that wick, and yeah, pretty much every trade is taken and has a plan with it, and we do the same thing every time. Same thing every time. Nice and boring, baby. Nice and boring. All right, let's see what happens here. 30-minute pushing down hard, 1 hour rejecting. So let's see what we do. 4 hour coming back down. Coming back down. Clubhouse, how you guys doing? How y'all doing today? Great to see you guys. Always great to see y'all. The winners are in the building. Took NyQuil last night? Hey, yo. Speaking of that, where's my DayQuil? Here it is. No, I'm just kidding. That DayQuil. That NyQuil put you out. That's the secret for the swing trading strategy. I forgot to mention that to you guys. So you take the trade, and then you just take the double dosage of the NyQuil, and then that's it. You just let the trade run. Yeah, you can't manage it if you want to because your NyQuil got you out. Got you out like a light. Hey, that might be good for some of y'all. Take some NyQuil before you get into your trade. Get the heck out the way. Get out the way, man. I'm gonna join the clubhouse for 6 months. Just want to know how does it go once you join. Once you join, you'll basically have all the directions. So you'll notice something. Let me just show you. Right away, what you'll see. So you'll get your welcome. You'll get a Zoom link. So that Zoom link will be basically like your key to the clubhouse. So anytime we are live streaming, you have the Zoom link already. Just pin it in your email. Make sure you have it saved. And every time we go live, all you gotta do is click that link, and that's basically like your key to the door, right? That gets you into the clubhouse live sessions. But what you're gonna want to do is go over to start here. So go over to start here, and then you'll just follow all this instruction. It's pretty simple. Like it's pretty simple. And then once you get in, you'll have access to everything, basically all the trading courses, the live streams, the replays, the webinars, the trade reviews, all the tutorials that we do, and everything that we put on in the clubhouse. Yeah, should be good. Should be good. Yeah, congratulations and welcome. Let's level up. Let's level up. Come Monday, it's game time. All I ask is that you just bring like some determination. Like come in to win, right? Don't just come in and hoping that this could be a shortcut. It will be a shortcut, but only if you take it serious. So come in with a student mind, like come in ready to learn, and maybe be ready to make some adjustments, right? I'm probably gonna help you make some different decisions, maybe have a little bit of a different thought process when it comes to trading, but everything will be geared towards helping you understand the markets the way I do and making money the way I do, and a bunch of the other members here make money. So yeah, we will do everything we can to help you, but at the end of the day, you got to take it serious and really lock in and commit. And your future, man, I'm telling you, like 1 year from now, gang, your entire future could be different. Could you imagine if for 1 year straight all you did was take playbook setups and you never took up one of those crappy setups again for 1 year straight? My goodness, you have no idea. Your kids, even I was saying this last night in Asian, your kids that you don't even have yet will be deeply impacted by the work that you do in that year. So take it. You got the time. Take advantage of it, man. Range 2 buys. Well, the daily's bullish, 4 hour bearish. We got some contradiction here, so I'm a little bit more like on the bearish side, just because I want to see a pullback too. But I also know that the daily's still bullish, and we could still move up here. It's like the last session of the day, so if the daily is going to make a move, most likely going to pop here. But we'll see. We're getting a lot of rejection off this 1 hour. We got 6 minutes left, so we'll see how it goes. Do I take impulse trades? I do. Yeah. Do I trade London? I don't really trade London too much anymore, but all the guys in the clubhouse do. We have a London live stream Magnus, Johnny Gems, a bunch of guys are on there. So yeah, the cool part about the clubhouse too is like you can, once you get in, like these are all the London streams, right? So you can come in and you can rewatch them just like you would like rewatch, you know, anything on YouTube for that matter. So this is Clinky, yeah, Magnus. So yeah, Magnus is doing his thing. This is all the London. You can watch the replays of it and, you know, what we do and go back and study it all. And you could do that for Asian session as well and New York and everything. So it's nice because you can go back in, you can rewatch the stream, you can rewatch the trade we took, try and understand it better, and it's nice. London. Is the clubhouse different than YouTube? A little, yeah. Clubhouse is nice because it's a little bit more intimate. You know, we really get it going in the clubhouse, and yeah, I'd say we probably talk a little deeper. All right, we got this 1 hour closure coming up, so this is where we're probably gonna look towards executions right here within the next like 15 to 30 minutes. So let's see if we can get some good price action on our side. 4 hours still looking, it respected the highs there, so we may look to come down. So this 15 minutes going to help us determine whether or not price wants to stay bearish or close back above and possibly do a fake out and, you know, remain bullish here. So let's hang tight. We got 4 minutes left, and then we'll see where candles are at. Do I have max pips for my stop loss? I don't. Yeah, like I was saying on the other question, I truly just trade the structure, just trade the candles in front of me. So I don't have a thing where it's like I have a 20 pip stop or a 30 pip stop or a 10 pip stop. It's just whatever the market is giving me, I'll look at it, determine where I want my stops, and then I'll determine, hey, do I want to have stops that big or that small? And you know, if I agree, then I can get involved. Current 4 hour candle, yeah, like very little to no bottom wick. Yeah, we closed right at support too, you know what I mean? So that's another reason why I'm pretty bullish as well, because 4 hour closed at support, daily still, you know, technically bullish, right? Maybe making this lower wick to continue moving up, so. We'll just have to see. Price coming off a little rally here, so. 2 a.m. sells. Oh yeah, super clean. Yeah, I don't know what the 4 hour candle was doing, but yeah, nice closure here. Push down. Clean traffic to the left. Look good. Look good to me. Looks good from there. I just don't know, you know, how everything was looking at the moment, but in hindsight, it looks pretty good. Oh yeah, 4 hour open. Yeah, that's true too. Oh, okay, that was the top wick on the 4 hour. Oh yeah, wow. Yeah, if you stayed out of that and tried to wait for a steeper top wick or something, I would probably have done that too, maybe there, since that was a situation. But yeah, no top wick. What's up, Green? Hey, how are ya? Oh, Johnny Gems in the house. Okay. What's up, Magnus?
Yo. Right. Man, what's poppin', brother?
Hey, how are you?
How you feeling?
Yo.
Incredible.
What's up, man?
What's goody?
Let's get it. What's up, John? What's up, Nick?
What up, Magnus?
How you doing? How you doing?
Over here. We blessed and highly favored. Grateful to be alive today.
Let's get it.
What's up, chat?
Bro, so grateful to be alive today. So grateful.
Same here, brother.
Not even joking, bro. Like,
that's all that matters.
So grateful.
Bro, no jokes. I am too.
Hell yeah, bro.
It's nice to be here. It really is.
Definitely.
Yeah. I was just walking around today and I had a smile on my face, and at that moment I knew I was living a rich life, bro. You know?
Yes,
so you could just be happy. happy about what you got and grateful for what you got, that's like a rich life. You know, we all got something to be grateful for.
Yeah, I
We all
woke
rich
up
here.
smiling, pulled a Juliana. I said, next best trade. Let's start the stream, you know? So
Literally, bro.
we're ready. I woke up just thinking about trading. Just thinking about trading. I went to bed just thinking about trading. Just thinking about
Yeah,
trading.
I dreamt about trading. Think about trading.
Yo. Sleep, eat, breathe, trading, bro. That's what we do. We're obsessed.
Little golf in the meantime.
Pretty
Yeah.
obsessed, not gonna lie.
It's an obsession.
My schedule is wake up, trade, gym, eat, sleep, repeat.
And people say, John, you need balance, bro.
I know, bro. And I'm like, you need balance.
John has plenty of balance. He walks every time he's awake. He walks right side up, and when he sleeps upside down. He balances
Bro,
life out
if
perfectly.
you use the sentence "you need balance," I mean you're gay.
Yeah.
There's not a lot of balance in this game if you're trying to run to the top. I'm telling you.
There's really not.
Nah, bro. You expect things to be perfect? Like, just walk your.
There really isn't. There really isn't.
Average to average stuff. So, I mean,
It's also sometimes very tough to be around winners and leaders because they're just obsessed, right? You know, like they're just
yeah.
so locked in on the mission and the goal. So, you know, that's where having a good spouse comes in, and having good friends and, you know, good
You can't
people to
slack.
help you along the way that understand you a little bit, because it's not easy. It's not easy to be around the winners.
Definitely not.
Okie dokie.
Are you peeking at these cells here too? I didn't hear you
So
really
we got a
before.
4-hour candle that that's bearish here. We respected the highs. The 1-hour candle closed with a pretty big rejection. You know, there was also if we look left, we kind of had this range over here, right? That we kind of came back in a way, just tried poking our head back in there, and we failed there. So we really want to see another attempt, right? For a new top wick on the 30-minute. We want to see like this 1-hour candle open up, do something like this, make a low, start moving up, and then ideally maybe on the next 15 minutes start seeing that candle crashing down, right? And then looking for some sort of either impulse 1-hour trades slash 15-30-minute onion, or maybe even get the celery at 9:15 today. So yeah, they look good, but we can't take any sells till we get a pretty good attempt back up. That should, you know, get the buyers a little rallied up there, and, you know, then we enter on the break of the lows. Break of the lows. Watch one of your previous podcasts, one of the interviews recommended. Bookmap or view flow. Nah, I never like tested it or anything like that. You could probably hear it in my voice too. Remember when I was on the interview with Austin? He's like, "Man, you should really look into order flow and try out whatever the heck, Bookmap or whatever it was." You know, I was like, "Yeah, for sure, yeah, for sure, yeah, I'll look into it, yeah." You know, I was giving him the yeah stuff. Yeah, of course, totally. Yeah, totally. I'll look into it. Yeah, yeah, for sure. Yeah, I'm sure it can help. I'll look into it right away. Once I leave here, send me the link. Oh, shout out to Austin. That's my guy.
Send me an email. No.
Send me an email. I'll take a look at it. Oh, London, baby. London. If you're already up on the day, would you take a trade? Yeah, I'll take another trade. Yep. I'm in for it. I try like, especially if it's a new session, I try not to like stay out of a trade just because I'm green on the day. I kind of like to treat sessions like days. So if I take a win in Asian, like I'm totally cool with taking another trade in London. Or if I take a trade in London, like, or Asian, I'm cool with taking another trade in New York. Sometimes it's just like if I take a really nice win in New York at 9:30, I'm probably not going to take another trade at 11 or 10 or, you know what I mean, some other time during that same session. But sometimes I will, but it just depends, you know. New York session is like pretty much towards the end of the trading day as well. So, and it's the beginning of my day here. So if I'm up, you know, when we leave here in New York, I like to just enjoy my life from that point.
That's honestly though why you have to make a commitment to follow the process though, because literally anytime you focus on the P&L, now it can stop you from from following your plan, right? Like you take a lovely trade agent session, but because you don't want to lose your green, you know, comes the next New York session and a beautiful setup shows up, and because you don't want to lose your green, you let a beautiful setup go without you. Meanwhile, it's your job, right, to execute beautiful setups and follow your plan, right? So that's why again, how following the plan will always work out for you, right? It's like a good friend, and it always helps you, always keeps you out of trouble, you know?
Yep, that's what it's designed to do.
Yep. But
Oh,
yeah,
Magnus spitting gems in London today. Let's get it. It doesn't surprise me. Doesn't surprise me. It was a good London sesh.
Yes, sir. It was a really good London sesh.
Let's get it.
Very
hey, yo,
nice.
Green. Okay, that badge is looking good. All right, we got badges. I don't know much about them, but you guys have demanded that we set them up on YouTube. You guys have been demanding that for like the last year. So we finally went ahead and created some badges, and it looks like Green's on the board. He's on the board. He's the #1. First badge holder here at TTE.
Let's go, Green.
Let's go, W.
Green to read.
Yeah, I'll be honest, I don't know much about the badges,
first.
but you know, the chat has hit me up for so long saying, hey, let's get badges. So I finally pulled the trigger on it. Yeah, we made some cool looking badges too, bro. Like they're sick.
Damn, can you like buy them or what's up?
Yeah. They're like, I don't know what I don't even know like YouTube does this, but
all right, man.
Yeah, I think they're like $2, $3, $4, something like that.
I'm gonna have to pull out the credit then.
Pull out the big card. Yeah, C Melly. Yeah. The big money, yeah, that's it. Yeah, yo, the badges look sick though. They look really nice. I don't know how to show you guys, but
Nick, you don't like the cells here?
I do. I really like the cells.
But I mean
here.
on like 15 and
the reason I don't on the initial break of the low here is because I don't want this 1 hour candle to come make a low and then pop.
No, of course.
Which could very, very likely happen. So I think I want this this 1 hour candle to open up and really aim for like 15 or even the 30 celery here.
Yeah, cool.
But they're not bad, you know. Don't let me keep you guys out. If you guys want to take that sell, I want to avoid that initial break of the low here because it could come down, make that 1 hour bottom wick, and then pop us back up. So that's all. Other than that, everything looks pretty good.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah. Well, what do I think about 315 buys? 315 buys. Let's take a look. Probably here. Yeah, I think you're just too bearish, honestly. It looks good. You know what I mean? It's probably very tough to stay out of that. This buy here because you broke the lows, you came back up. But the way that 4 hour was just melting, you know, it's difficult to really get confident in that buy right there. So
true. We waited for range two there.
Yeah,
so we avoided that one. And after that resistance was there, we said like, okay, now we have a little bit of a range here. So now we waited for like a new support there, break above range 2. Yeah. It was tough taking that buy right there.
I bet. All right, let's see what happens here. If we can wait this 8 minutes, that would be great. I'd much rather take the sell off the 15 closures here and then into that new 915 candle. But you know, we got some opportunity here. If you guys like this sell, don't let me keep you out of it. I am personally going to wait on the 15, it looks like, just so I can get a little bit more of a confirmation, especially with that 1 hour candle not having the greatest lower wick yet. Again, you know, anything can happen here. Price can absolutely melt down, but price can also make that low and then pop back up. So I don't want to be an unnecessary drawdown there. I rather do that when the 15 candle closes.
Yes, sir. John, you back home?
No, not yet.
Oh, okay.
Today though, I'm going home today.
Fire. Yeah, you had a good time over there?
Yes,
Those days?
sir, bro. I had an amazing time. It was so fun.
Fire, man.
Great,
Let's get it.
time. Yes, sir.
I've seen your stories too. It looks incredible.
Facts, bro, right? Hell yeah, man. It was fun.
I see you hanging out with Scooby-Doo.
Yup.
Bro was hanging with Scooby Doo.
I was hanging with Scooby Doo.
Did you tell him you're gay? No.
I mean, you gay.
Yeah, right.
I mean, he's crazy.
I was hanging out with the Simpsons as well, bro.
Hey, how was Homer doing?
He was good, bro.
Dope.
He was
Dope.
He was eating a gigantic donut.
Did you tell him our dad was his biggest fan?
Nah, bro. I also met Shrek. You're gay.
Shrek. Rafi here. Is Rafi on Zoom? If he's on Zoom, we'll bring him up. Nick, I'm losing all my buffer in revenge trading. What have I to do? Stop revenge trading. Yeah, just stop revenge trading. No need to revenge trade. You know, as you guys know, I'm boring you all the time with my golf analogies, and I'm coming up in the game, and I'm learning how to golf. And, you know, you would think that you have to hit the ball really hard, right? But you really don't. You really don't. You just have to connect. You have to have a good swing. It's not about the power, you know? And that's the same thing in trading is like, to get that loss back, you're doing too much when you're revenge trading, right? Like you're swinging way too hard, right? It's a very easy, calm, composed swing, a very easy, calm, composed patience for the next best trade. And usually that next best trade will get your loss back. So the main thing is you have to stop trying too hard, right? You're trying to get the money back versus allowing the market to bring it back. There's a big difference there. Big difference. So learn that approach, and then you will set yourself up for, you know, some future success. Hey, Rafi, how are you? Hey, how's it going?
Hey, how are ya?
Hey, what's up, Rafi?
How you guys doing? My brother's Johnny. Good to see you, my G. Are you back or what?
Great to see you, brother.
He's
Not
back.
yet.
He
I'll
never
be back
left.
today, though.
He never left.
Yeah, you never left. You're always staying in our hearts, brother.
I never left, bro.
My man
Yep.
putting in the work at the hotel. Not even
Oh,
I do
yeah.
that. I call Magnus or
it.
John. Hey, when you guys want to run the New York session, I'm a little. I don't want to really operate it on my laptop too much today.
No days
Bro,
off.
I'm like, what do I gotta do? I gotta be on my laptop and sit down. All right, bet, say less. I'm there.
And if I do that, I can make a bunch of money today, possibly if the market delivers it. All
Yeah.
right, yeah, I guess I will.
Opportunity to make
Fine.
a couple hundred, bro. Oh yeah, on vacation, say less, bro. Let's do it.
Fine.
Bro, say less.
Can beat
That's
that,
actually
bro.
why I got into trading. So
Can
Same,
beat
bro.
that.
yeah. Yeah, I was able to catch those Asian session buys last night. I wasn't there for the full session, but
Oh, let's go.
I caught the last hour of him and snagged those buys with y'all. So that's what we're talking about. Why
Yeah,
wouldn't
that
I
was
show
nice.
up, you know?
Yeah, look at that. You had your whole day, and then you came back and you opened up your laptop for just a moment, and there it is.
Yeah. Did a quick top-down analysis. Picture perfect day.
Lovely.
Yeah.
How was London, Magnus?
It was great, man. Great. We talked a lot about it. And yeah, just, you know, mental stuff and things like, but yeah, we it basically bleeded all session. I mean,
Damn, I
Yeah,
should have took
yeah,
a
yeah.
sell last
So-
night after Asian.
yeah, we wish we could have taken that sell, but like, yeah, that full hour opened up and 5 minutes in, we kind of broke the lows and stuff. So it was tough, but it was a great session, money session right there.
Yeah.
I'll be joining you again here pretty shortly.
Let's go.
I'll be there every
Daddy
day.
daycare at 2 a.m. Let's
Nice,
get it.
bro. Nice.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I'll be there.
lovely,
See,
man. Yeah.
What is the easiest way to master the playbook? I wouldn't say there's an easy way. There's a simple way, right? So just by maybe not studying it so much, you're definitely going to have to put some time into study, but really just repeating it over and over and over and over. What I like to tell newer traders too is cut it down to like maybe one to three setups. So there's like 5 setups in the playbook. Maybe cut it down to like 2 or 3 of them. Right, the simple ones, the ones that come with confirmation candles like the breakout onion or celery, those aren't impulse trades. Those are just, you know, if this happens, then we do this. If this candle closes here, then we take the sell. So it's nice because you'll have a confirmation candle in front of you to give you the green light to get in. And then again, once you know what you're looking for, you stop taking everything. So you start mastering just 1 or 2 or a few of them. And then journal them, you know, journal them like it's your job. Like journal them like as if like you work for the company and they need you to journal every trade, all the details about it. Take screenshots, make sure you mark off what setup it is, grade like the conditions in the market. That way you're never guessing on what edge is. You're basically trading off the data that's being provided, right? That's what I do. I don't guess, I trade off data. So also you can maybe run some simulations, which we'll probably start doing here and there in the Clubhouse webinars, where you start to get reps in off of simulations where it's like real market condition, but it's on a simulator. So you're able to kind of get your reps in, test the setups, and all that good stuff. We're gonna get this closure here in 1 minute. So we've got the pack, we've got what we're looking for. If we can stay right here and then break those lows on the next candle, I'll have a sell stop going in.
This might be the longest minute we've been waiting for.
Long minute here, long minute.
1 minute.
Yeah, but what were we talking about? Playbook. Yeah. Yeah, and the other thing is just stay small, man. Execute at a small size. That way you can really study the setups and watch it, get your reps in properly, build your confidence, build your consistency off of small wins and losses. And then, as those reps develop, as that confidence comes in, as that consistency starts to take on a life of momentum, then you can size up, right? Then you can start to, increase your size on your trades, and then, find yourself in flow state. And then just never stop reviewing, never stop refining, always journal, always do like a week or a 2 week evaluation on the trades that you take, see what actually is making you the money, and then cut everything else out.
Yeah, 100%.
Okay, here we go. Let's see if we can get a top wick here, and then we shall look for some sells. Boom, 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 boom. Top wick.
Very, very good.
What am I looking for?
30 minutes.
Nothing. I think I got everything I ever wanted right here in front of me.
Definitely, John.
What'd you say?
30 minutes has a beautiful top wick.
It does. Yeah, I think I'm about ready to execute here. So I'm going to have a sell stop here on the break of the lows. My stops are going to be kept above the highs anyway. So if we're looking at stop losses, my stops are going to be kept probably somewhere above this high over here, which is going to be 46.10. So 46.10 for potential entries. Look, if we can get a hold of the 4 hour now, right, we can get the 4 hour candle to start ripping down bearish. This could be a good trade to, hang on to and hold for a bit. So yeah, I think if we look left, we could probably look for partials somewhere around 92, and then full TP back down into the range. Yeah, that'll be it. That'll be good. All right, so I'm in here. So gotta push down here with that push, and let's see if we can make our way down into these levels here. 92 as our name all over it.
Yeah, 92
partials. All right, let's move this down a little bit, and now let's give this time. We got 9:30 coming. We've got we got to give it some time here. So let's give it some time and see what happens.
Damn, I got slipped there. Sheesh.
I actually did not grab this on my live account, unfortunately.
15 pips.
I got slipped a little bit too.
Yeah, you too?
Yeah.
Sheesh, bro. But we'll see.
YouTube?
Looks good though. YouTube.
YouTube?
Lindo not working. Yeah, what happened with Lindo? I must have hit
15,
something on my settings or something.
Yeah,
I don't know what happened. Lindo took another day off.
Love this 4 hour here.
Didn't it work in Asia?
Yeah, lovely. It
4 hour
looks good, man.
pack, and it's bearish, has no top wick or no bottom wick, and we have massive clean ranges to the left.
Yeah, it looks good.
And volume.
Yeah, it looks money here. Absolutely, you can't ask for more than that.
Remember probabilities here, chat. Random outcomes to the trade. Just think of probabilities and don't over risk. Should be good.
Sir.
Don't get spread it in and don't over risk.
Yeah.
Yeah, Linda skipping out. Uh-oh. Linda on vacay? I think so. Yeah, I think so. We'll have to find out. Green, find that out for me, man. Am I already in? Yeah, I got in on the break of the lows here. Yep, I'm in. So I'm in. My stops are going to be probably kept somewhere right above that high over there, around 46.10, and then full TP going to be down here at that previous range, which is right here, and then partials somewhere around 92 if we can get there. Yep. Linda on vacay.
In the hat trick yesterday. Hat trick.
All right, well, there's the 1 hour low, right? So this is the only problem with the trade is that 1 hour. But again, a lot of times we have 15-minute, 30 looking good, 1 hour so-so, 4 hour good. So this is good enough for me to be involved here. Thoughts on futures has slippage? A lot of it is mainly like the funding companies, believe it or not. Sometimes you get a little slippage on Tradeovate, but I'll be honest, I haven't really got too much slippage on Tradeovate.
I got a little bit of slippage here on Tradeovate right now.
Yeah, same.
Usually,
but it's very rare.
But did you see the way it
rare.
pushed, like when it broke those lows? So usually it happens when you get a big push into those lows.
That's always when it happens.
Yeah. If we re-break, I think I'll add more. That's actually not a bad idea. Like on a 15 closure and then the 930 re-break is actually not a bad idea at all.
Yeah, where you like partials? I like 88.
I was looking at 92 actually, so I was looking left over here.
Yeah, same here.
But
Got you.
yeah, a lot of support there, a lot of wicks. So yeah, probably 92. Where's 88? 88. Yeah, probably 92, and then full TP if we can move down at 83.
Right.
Is there a possibility for the 1 hour to fill the wick? Absolutely. Anything is possible. Anything is possible. That's why we kept our stops above that 1 hour wick fill. And oh no, we didn't. Yeah, we can't really use that 1 hour wick for stops. That'll just be a little too much. But yeah, anything could happen.
That's one of the 5 fundamental truths to trade right there. Anything can happen, right? So there's no reason any of us should be like kind of looking for certainty here, you know, or thinking something certain should happen, because anything can happen.
Yep. That's why we keep a stop loss and we keep it at a certain amount of money that is okay on our account. It's okay with our mental capacity, right? We leave it there, and then if it gets hit, it gets hit. You know what I mean? We don't really care. It doesn't bother us too much. It just a little loss or something, and then we keep it moving. So as long as you're risking a reasonable amount, then yeah, you're good to go. Good to go. Do we wait for a second range in order to counter? Yeah, if we're going against the 4 hour, but the 4 hour here is actually bearish. So we're bearish on the 4 hour. We look bullish because we came up to make a top wick. We respected the highs here. So that's why we're getting involved in this trade, anticipating that this 4 hour candle, after making a high, respecting the previous candle, is ready to now start moving down, right? And close either bearish or start to move down and close back down towards that support there. Yeah, but this 4 hour candle can easily just pop and continue moving up because the daily candle itself is bullish, right, with a bullish bias. So again, anything can happen. It's all probability. Dun, dun, dun. It's all probability.
Yep, all probability.
I keep taking the oh yeah, I keep taking the swing trades. Yeah, she's tight. She's like, you don't have enough work for me anymore. You take these trades and you don't hear from me for a couple hours. You guys got slipped? Damn. Oh, I bet Tradesy got major slippage. Shout out to Tradesy.
That's man.
Is this a instant funded? No, this is a XFA. Got slipped into profit. Yeah, I heard trades. I haven't used Tradesy, but I've heard the slippage and the commissions and all that's a little wild. I did. Yeah, Tradesy. Yeah. I'm sure you did. A lot of people did.
Should get some volume coming in here.
Oh, Melvin got no slippage. All right, could we get the bleeder here?
Leader, man.
Yeah, re-breaking that low's looking good.
We got 6 minutes for 9:30 here.
Love that we grabbed the pack on the 15.
Same,
Money.
same.
And that 30-minute tapped range, that zone to the left with that topic.
Yep. Top one. The reason I don't use top one on the screen is just simply because it's very hard to display, right? Like demonstrate. You know, it's Project X is just a little easier to like draw on and whatnot. So yeah, that's the only reason why. Otherwise, top one's got some fire deals. Right now, actually, they have like a whole bundle deal I was looking at. So yeah, you guys can get top one accounts, Tradeify accounts. I think we have an Apex. Yeah, Tradeify, top one, Apex. Those are the discounts. Will I hold a position during news? Which news? The 9:45 stuff? Possibly. Just depends on where we're at in the trade. First time taking a trade? All right, welcome in. First of many. This is probably, I don't know, man. How many trades have we taken on the live stream? Probably close to 2,000. Who knows?
Yep.
In all of our history.
And we got 2,000 more trades to go.
A lot of trades.
And more.
Think about it. You're going to have like 5,000 more trades in your life. Why are you stressed about this one?
Yeah, I mean, even more than that.
Yeah.
Identify bias for the day. Usually I look at the 4-hour and the daily. So I look at the daily, but then session by session, I look towards the 4-hour to tell me where that daily is currently at. You know what I mean? So right now we're basing this trade a little bit more off the 4-hour, rejecting back down, over the daily coming back up. If we wanted to take buys, we were going to look for buys on the closure back above. So being that we're remaining below, everything is still in pretty good shape to move down, right? Until we start closing back above probably 06, then, you know, we should be pretty good in this trade. We close back above 06, then, you know, maybe we got some problems.
Yeah, then it's problem time.
Maybe we got some problems.
Major problems.
But as of right now,
Only if
everything
it goes
looks
above them.
good. Yeah, 3 minutes left and see what happens.
Let's see. That 5 minute though. Nah, I'm kidding.
What prop firms did I mention? Tradeify, Top One Futures, and Apex. Those are the ones that we have like TTE codes with, so that way you guys can get discounts if you're using them. Tradeify, Top One Futures, and Apex. $500 live account or funded account? Probably funded account. Funded. 2 of them. 2 fundeds. Or 5 fundeds. Depends on who you roll it.
Yeah. You can end up making more with the prop firms, and then you can use payouts from the prop firms to build your live account.
Yep, exactly.
Rather than make slow, small money on a small.
Literally, bro. That's it. Yep.
That's the key.
Can we add on the break of the low? You, my friend, can do whatever your heart so desires.
That was a good answer right
yeah,
there.
of course you can. You could also wait for the closure. You know, make sure the 15-minute actually closes bearish in good standings for that 9:30 candle to come up. So,
bro,
yeah.
if that 4-hour gonna make it low here, wow.
That's what I'm saying. Like the 4 hours
on the
really
4-hour
gonna
candle.
come back down. I mean, you got some really good room here.
Right.
Really
Still
good,
no
yeah.
bottleneck, man. Still no bottleneck.
Is the trade still valid? Yes, of course.
Definitely.
Very valid. Very valid.
Very valid.
I mean, just think about if we weren't in this trade right now.
Right.
Would we be setting up for buys or sells? Probably sells at the moment, right? So, yeah, I would wait for the candle to close. If you guys are gonna take a trade, like if you guys aren't in this trade, wait for this candle to close. Wait for a top wick on the next candle, and then enter on the break of the lows. 4K to pass.
Candle closure would be great.
All right, you could do it.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, we got 1 minute on the closure.
1 minute here, yeah. Just about to say that too.
Yeah.
John, you're looking at 88, you said?
Yeah.
Nice, man. Banger.
Basically, you got 92, 88, and then 83 is really like your three kind of areas of interest, in my opinion.
Yeah, I agree.
I understand 92. I like it too.
Yeah.
But I like the multiple rows of clean ranges plus the 4-hour knob and a lower wick. Like,
yeah.
That's why I'm gonna hold for 88. But I think either one is good. Right.
930 celery incoming, possibly. Yeah, too. Yep.
This is where we don't need a top wick, right? This would be the best case scenario. No top wick.
Absolutely.
No top wick. That would be insane.
Right.
Hey, that's what happened last 930.
Like,
what was that?
insane.
A couple days ago? Two days ago, maybe? Or was that yesterday?
Right.
I forget, but we were in at 9:15. 9:30 opened. Very similar to this, like right here. Barely gave a top wick and just melted.
Mm.
Oh, man.
We'll see if we can get that done. Either way, I love this trade. I'll be totally fine with taking a loss or a win on this trade. It's part of my playbook. I've got to execute here.
Yeah, this looks good now. Definitely here. 9:30.
Yeah.
Let's see this thing push.
We could come back into drawdown just for like a top wick and
or not, maybe.
In case. Yeah, or not. It'd be nice to have that break the lows here and just push down. That'd be great.
Yeah, that would be.
Yeah, we can't complain there.
How much buffer do you recommend on a 50K Top Step funded account? Not much, to be honest. I think the payout is more important than the buffer. So like take the payout, especially if you haven't really taken many payouts. I would take the payout and then start building the buffer back up from there. A lot of times I don't really leave that big of a buffer on my accounts because I just get in for a payout, and then after I take that payout, I usually take most of the money, right? Because I understand the game that I play. Like if you got money on the table, it's very wise to take it, right? So I usually take most of what I can and then just leave a little bit of a buffer in there, and sometimes I blow the account in the very next trades. It just all depends, but I don't really leave that much of a buffer in there because I've already got a payout, I've already got money, I've already got more to invest into another combine if I need to with that payout. So I really don't leave too much of a buffer. This account here is like my biggest buffer. It's got like 13,000 in it now. So other than that, I've always really just kind of, used like all of the profit I had to take the payout. Can you enter now? I would enter maybe on the break of the lows. Yeah, break of the lows here. Now that you grab the pack there on the 15, 930 volume, you re-break these lows, you got a lot of downside here. A lot of downside. Detached from the outcome. Yep, you just be detached from the outcome here.
Yep.
That's it. Doesn't matter. Doesn't really matter. NQ at all-time highs again and again and again. Yeah, just for weeks now. For weeks. Weeks on weeks. Can
Julia.
Yeah, what happened to the no top wicks for the last 4 days?
Yeah.
One pip mark. All right, let's see what happens. We got 930, a lot of volume in at the moment. So let's see where this wants to go. We never broke the lows there. We're coming up to these highs now, 30-minute highs. So 1 hour is pushing back up, 15-minute pushing up. 30 is coming right up to the highs here. So we'll see what happens. My stops are sitting at 46.11. 46.11. If we probably push through there, we're gonna fill the whole 1 hour wick. So most likely don't want to be involved at that point. Dun, dun, dun. Make sure Trump's not thinking anything at the moment. Hopefully he's thinking gold down. Gold down, gold down. Gold down, gold down. All right, I'm out. Yeah, I don't really want to be in any longer than that.
Yep.
We may fill that 1 hour wick now. And we knew that was the dangers, right, of this trade. Simply 1 hour and daily still bullish, but I think this great trade, perfect trade to take.
Yes, sir. Great trade, brother.
Yep.
Really
Yes,
good.
sir.
Lows.
Money there.
15-minute break. Everything looked Gucci.
Yep.
Everything looked good, man. All right, let me get a screenshot here. This was basically taken off the 15-minute. Copy. Boom. Boom. Okay, cool. All right, lovely trade. Perfect trade. I'll take this again. Even though it was a loss, it's still a great trade. 4 hour, right, respecting the highs there, potentially coming back down, almost no lower wick. 1 hour rejecting that observation zone there. 30-minute closing pretty strong resistance, right, back below the range. We waited on that 15-minute celery. 15-minute breaks the lows. Perfect opportunity there. So great job. Yeah, if you guys took that, great work. We'll see where price wants to go here. Are we gonna, continue falling down, or will we remain bullish? We got some news coming up here too in about 10 minutes, so we'll see where that news wants to push us. If the candle closes back below the range, then there may be an opportunity to re-enter on the break of those lows, but we need to see this candle completely reject, right, and come back down and close below. That'll also be somewhat like a 15 celery at the same time. So let's wait and we'll see if that happens. If it doesn't, we just chill for a bit. Chill. Good setup. Yeah, good setup. Yeah, I'll take that all the time. All day. Friday Pac-Man. Thank. If we waited for the 15 minute to break, then put the sell stop at the bottom created, we could have avoided this loss. If you waited for that 15 closure, yeah, the 9:15 one. Yeah, and had the break of the low there. Yeah, you would have not been in. But I did like this. I had a thought of waiting for the 15 closure, but I did like the fact that we grabbed the highs there. And if we broke those lows at that point, I thought that was a good opportunity to get involved. It was already 9:15 as well. So usually you get a nice push on 9:15 and have 9:30 follow suit. But today we go the opposite way, and that's fine. That's all probability right there.
Shows you the probability too.
What playbook setup? This was a 30 onion, 15-minute celery. Yep. Depends on what time frame you really liked it, took the trade off of. I liked it best off the 15, so I'm gonna, mark it up as a 15 celery pretty much. Yeah. I did stay out on my live account. Yeah, believe it or not. It was just too quick to get in, and I never re-entered in there. So yeah, just took a little funded account hit. Little funded. You're welcome. Yeah, you're welcome. So, okay, we wait now. So now we wait. We'll see what happens here. 1 hour pushing up, filling that wick. We're just rallying at the moment, right? Daily candle also trying to work its way back up too. So we'll see what happens. But 4 hour. Do we break the highs here? We got some news coming up here in just a few minutes as well. So I think we can kind of use this as a little bit of a newer range here now. All right, you kind of got this resistance here. Some support, and that's kind of our range here now.
Damn, that trade was so clean.
So
clean trade, bro. Really good.
That's the coolest part about trading.
Good loss here.
Is you could do everything right and still lose money. You could do everything wrong and still make money. It's a beautiful thing.
Yep.
That's why you just got to do the same things over and over.
They make money.
Yeah. Hey, give me 1 second. I'll be right back.
Remember, chat, it's not the loss that's gonna hurt the trader. Like, even the best traders in the world, the 8-figure traders, 9-figure traders take losses still. It's really, how do you respond to the loss, right? Like, who is revenge trading right now is the question, right? Because you probably got people, not in this clubhouse chat, right? But just people in general, traders, they take a loss and then they jump right back into the markets. And that's where the devastation happens, right? So how do you respond to the loss, right? It's not the loss that hurts you, it's how you respond to it. So we're gonna respond with discipline. It's like, all good, that was one good trade. Now we gotta focus on the next best trade, right? We do a reanalysis and then we set up a new game plan, and then we just wait for that, you know, same thing.
Yep.
And if you're, you know, remembering the 5 fundamental truths of trading, then you're starting to train your mind to think in probabilities, right? So you should really be unattached to the outcome here, if that's the case.
Yeah, if you feel the pain right now of this loss, is because you were not accepting the loss before getting, you know, it's like anytime that you get into this, there's a probability you're gonna lose, right? So think about that, like, okay, if the size that I'm putting on this trade, and if this thing doesn't work out, would I be okay with that? If not, then, you know, you're not ready for taking that risk. So always think about that, you know, before you enter. Am I okay? First of all, you're gonna be safe, right? Like, you're gonna be okay regardless, but mentally and emotionally, are you gonna be okay if you take this loss? If you hesitate, don't take it. And if it plays out, then check yourself after that, right? Like, why didn't I take it? Like, what stopped me? Me not wanting to accept the possible outcome. So now you know that it is something that you are not truly embodying the probability mindset.
Or you're just gay. No, I'm just kidding.
Ask yourself, like, right now, like, is a great time to track how do you feel? Like, write it down. Like, how do I feel right now after this loss? Right? And that is going to be the answer to your, like, that's going to be the solution to your problem, you know?
Exactly. So you just move on.
I'm feeling fearful right now. Like, I'm feeling fearful right now. Well, why? All right, why are you feeling fearful? How did you think about this trade? Did you think about probabilities, or did you think about the P&L? Right? You thought about the P&L, then obviously you're feeling fearful about losses, right? But if you're thinking in probabilities, then you embrace that, right? You embrace the loss and uncertainty. That's the best way to do it.
Probability, baby.
So,
and like we talked about before the trade, we're like, yo, we're gonna have 10,000 more trades in our career, like, you know. So it's just one trade out of 5,000, chat. 10,000.
5K trades, man.
Which
Even
playbook?
more.
I think we answered that one. Yeah, good trade overall. Yep. Where do you find the playbook setups? You can find them on the YouTube channel. So there's I think I did 2 videos on the playbook. One of them was an older one. One of them was a little bit more updated one. So they basically talk about all of it. Yeah. As long as you track it up, journal it, you can easily move on to the next trade. Yep. Track record says a lot. Yep. As long as it's a good playbook setup, it doesn't matter. Absolutely. Yep. When they lose, they preach in tears. You know, the reason we're saying that is not for us, but for you guys, right? So we know that we can handle the loss, right? But there's others that can't. So, you know, the reason we're here is to help you help traders when they lose, move through that loss without too much damage. So that's the reason that we always remind you guys when we do take a loss, which is pretty rare, but when we do, we want to remind those newer traders, hey, it's okay, right? It's not that we're all sobbing about it. We're teachers and educators, right? So when other traders take losses that are in attendance here, they can't handle them the way we can yet. So that's why we want to teach them. We want to encourage them. We want to remind them, right, that it's a probability game. It's not that we're sobbing and crying. It's that we're here to teach and educate and make sure traders don't damage themselves too much after taking a good quality loss, right? Because just like John said, it's not about the loss. It's about what traders do after that. So it's not like we're sitting here with a sob story, but we're just trying to help other traders understand, hey, it's okay to take a loss. It's a probability game. If you can't handle it yet, it's okay. right? Get used to it, because in this game, you will win and you will lose, right? So that's the reason why we try and remind traders after every single trade, right? If I was just sitting here alone, I wouldn't be sitting here, oh my God, the probability of blah, blah, blah. Yeah, I wouldn't be doing that, right? Just move on to the next trade. So you got to understand at the same time, this is a live stream that we're trying to teach and educate traders and move them through the journey without having them damage their finances or damage their accounts too much. Making up this trade, would you consider 15-minute celery or inverted celery? Celery. Yeah, just celery. Yeah, no inverted celery. Do you think the pullback ran out of steam? It could have. It could have. Yeah, certainly. This could have been just the pullback to move up. And again, we understood that. We understood the 1 hour was still bullish. The daily was bullish. And you have to, there's no guarantee. There's no certainty. So you just weigh the odds as a trader, right? You put confluences on a scale and you have to weigh the probabilities, right? And whichever probability you feel is weighing more, that's the one that you execute. So you never have guarantee or certainty or anything like that. You trust the probabilities and you continue to roll the dice. Few minutes before market opens, very risky, but the payout's great. Yeah, I mean, we take trades all the time around 9:15, 9:30. I wouldn't trade NQ around 9:30, but I would trade gold for sure. Respect how you take loss in front of people. Yeah, I mean, look, this is the realities of trading, right? So all the gurus out there that only sell you a course but never show you how they actually trade, it's not fair to you, because at that point you don't understand the realities of trading. You don't understand how even the best traders could start green and go red or blow accounts or lose trades, right? You just want to see the glitz and glamours of it, but this is the real deal right here. Traders are going to win, they're going to lose, right? But again, if they're trusting and trading a system that is profitable, as long as they don't deviate from it, they'll get those losses right back and they'll continue to remain profitable. So it's nice, right? I wish I had someone when I was coming up in the game that showed me all their wins and all their losses. Like, I had 1 or 2 guys that did that, but it's nice to have. It's nice to have. I was 600 from being funded. Now I'm about 1,000. All good. All good. It's part of the game. Look, that's part of the game, right? So again, it's not the influencer doesn't want to tell you that part, right? But that is part of the game. You will be a couple hundred from a payout at times and even go ahead and blow that. It's what happens sometimes in this game, and you just got to understand it.
Yeah, that's trading. That too.
That's trading, bro. Yo, Mark Douglas talks about what does he consider consistently profitable trading, and he talks about having your P&L just being in an uptrend, and that doesn't, just because your P&L is in an uptrend, that doesn't mean you're not going to experience losing days and losing streaks. You're going to experience all that, right? And even some drawdowns. It's called a pullback, right? It's called a higher high and a higher low. Right? An uptrend trends with making higher highs and higher lows, right? So even an uptrend is gonna pull back, right, and go lower, and maybe lose some dollars, but it ultimately will gain it all back, right? You just gotta be able to remain composed during that little pullback.
Yep.
But that's how it is,
All right, what will we do here? We got news coming out as well. We're going to see if we push back down, but the closures back below still look good. You just got to have good structure now. Good structure. So we'll wait for the best opportunity. If we get one, we get one. If not, we still leave the week very green here, especially the month, right? The month is extremely green.
You'd like sales like below 46.14?
It just depends. This 4-hour candle is going to close up in 12 minutes. So if we start closing bullish, right, I might be switching that bias and
that's what
marrying those sells. But we'll see. We'll see what happens.
Yeah, we'll see.
What up, options? There he is. Are you sure you want to? Oh, it is May. That's right. Yeah, it's May. Oh, good. All right, good. So we got a potential loss out of the way early, and now we can move on. I actually do like taking losses in the very, very beginning of the month, because now I'm like, all right, we got them out the way. It's a new month.
Facts, bro. First trade of May for me.
Yep. Can you please explain what the 20% consistency rule is? Let me Google. Let's Google. Let's see what Google has to say. What is the 20% consistency rule in trading? All right. The 20% consistency rule is a proprietary trading firm requirement where traders' single highest profit day cannot exceed 20% of their total profit at the time of a payout request. This ensures profits come from consistent long-term strategy rather than a lucky high-risk trade. If it's broken, the payout will be delayed. There you go.
That pretty much explained it to the T.
To the T. Straight out of Google. So just follow that rule, you know. So now you got to say, okay, well, what size is my account? What's the highest profit? Let me do the 20%. Figure out that number, and then bam, you got it. You got it. What was last year's performance in May? I got to go to TradeZella for that. Hold on one sec. TradeZella.
We actually had a trade this month that... Oh, I'm sorry, Nick.
No, go ahead. I'm going to try and find
We actually had a trade in April, this month of April, that was actually way better structure-wise than this trade that we just took, and even that one was a loss too, right? Yep. So, I mean, two of our best trades this month were losses. Think about that, right? So
yeah,
that's why we must think in probabilities, because you don't want to be like,
true.
Going down, doing the wrong things and for the wrong reasons.
Yep.
Yeah, May was great last month.
May we didn't have one red day in May last year, actually.
I had one too. One red day.
One?
Yeah. And then
Yeah, this is May last year. So a couple no trade days. A lot of just being picky. One trade, two trades, one trade, one trade, one trade, one trade, one trade. This is me trading like multiple sessions. 15 trades. I think that was the one that we were testing that day. But other than that, yeah, it was pretty good. Yeah, we took some losses. Took a loss here, but recovered. Took a loss there, recovered. Took some losses here, recovered. Mostly wins here. And all wins here. Yeah, so it's not like we didn't take any losses. We just didn't end the day red. Yeah, last May was insane. It really was. It was a good one. Google knows a lot. Yeah.
What?
Trust Google.
Yeah, boys. Well, amazing session here. I'm going to have to bounce, though. I got to check out of this resort here in 10 minutes. So, man, it was an amazing session here. Amazing trade.
Have a great day.
Have fun.
God bless you, man.
Safe.
Right.
Be safe out there.
See you later.
Thank you, boys. I hope you
Later,
guys have
Gator.
a great day as well.
All right,
I wanted to say,
Let me
too,
see you, John.
Clubhouse chat. For anyone who wants to, tomorrow I'm going to send out a link around 9:30 a.m. Eastern to just give an hour of my time to anyone who wants to, have trade reviews or questions to be answered. I'm just going to be hanging around for an hour, 9:30 a.m. Eastern. I'll send the Zoom link in the Clubhouse chat. If you want to join. I'll be there answering some questions. If not, all goody. We'll see you for the webinar. All right? So, all right. I'll catch you guys later then.
All right, bro.
Sounds
See
good,
ya.
brother.
Adios.
See you, man. Peace.
Peace.
Have a good one.
Adios, amigo. Okay, cool. I took many losses, even used the same strategy. How to become better? You might not have a good strategy, and that's perfectly fine. You might not have a strategy that actually leads to profits. So first and foremost, you have to look at all the data, and you got to go, okay, does this data yield me profits? And if it doesn't, then you either got to somehow switch what you're doing in that strategy, or get rid of it and find something that works. I mean, I'll make it easy on you. You can come watch this YouTube live stream every day, learn our strategy. Our strategy keeps roughly about a 70% win rate pretty much all year long. So all year, all the time, you can basically catch me right around like 70-ish% win rate. So 73% win rate over 800 plus trades, right? Keeping a 70% win rate, usually about 1 R on my trades. So if you want to learn this strategy, which is clearly proven, right? We do this every day live. We've taken hundreds of trades on these live streams, gone through them all, and we have a good system. Does it work every trade? No, it works 7 out of 10, just like these numbers state here. So out of 813 trades, 595 of them were winners, and then 218 were losers. So you're still going to lose, right? Are you willing to take 200 losses over the next 2 years? Right? Do you really want to be a trader? You got to ask yourself these type of things, right? So yeah, if you want to learn our system and the way I trade, then you're more than welcome to pull up here every single day, Monday through Friday, and get busy with us. Because you got to realize some people are hanging on to a system that doesn't actually work. And it's not that they don't work or they don't know how to do something. It's your system legit just don't work. Right? Like it's not been proven to lead to profitability, right? So therefore it doesn't work. So you have to find something that does work in the markets and then, lock in and focus on that. I didn't make this strategy up. I didn't make this system. I didn't build it. I learned it from somebody else too. And then I just continue to apply and apply and apply. So that's something that, maybe you should look into, especially if you've been trading it for a while and you just can't seem to find profitability. Look at that. All right, I'm glad we were like absolutely wrong and not just one pip
true.
wrong. So this actually makes me happy here.
Yeah, this makes me very happy too.
Daily coming up now. We had a feeling this daily can come up and move bullish, right? But the opportunities were there, so we took advantage of them.
True. Yeah, man. I love when we're like completely wrong instead of like one pip out, 1 pip, coming back.
Same. What if it stops working? What if what stops working?
System, I mean.
Like the
I
system?
think you mean.
Then you get a new one. Yep. But, in most cases, it's not that the system stops working, it's that the trader stops working it, right? These systems have been around. I mean, what's going to change really? Like candlesticks, ranges, I mean, they're all part of the market, like information, right? So, yeah, I guess we'll never know. Like Kanye says, as of right now, we'll never know. But if it ever happens, you're forced to adjust, right? But I don't like to think about what if the system down the road doesn't work. Like, I don't know. I'll just keep working it until that happens.
Same. I guess we'll never know.
Brother, your strategy is great. It's all right. It's pretty good. I mean, it's got like a 70% win rate. I wouldn't say it's great. I wouldn't say it's the best thing in the world, but it's clean. It's simple. It's easy to understand. It produces a profit, and that's really all I was looking for out of a strategy. Wow, what a move. What a move up on full retracement. Full retracement.
That's insane.
I really seen that 1 hour candle rejecting out of these right here, so I know the market's doing just things that aren't normal, because normally I would say this is where you're going to get that, that push into consolidation, right? And you got that right here, but we just still kept moving out. Kept moving.
Yeah, it was a beautiful trade. Pack runner 2.
Yep, beautiful pack on the 15. Yeah, everything looked good. 15
that
closure was
money.
nice.
So
We
much
never
clean
broke
range
the
too.
lows.
Volume, staying below range, pack, celery. I mean, sheesh. That's
Yee.
yeah, money.
Great
It's
swing,
gonna be
but the ball didn't go
May.
anywhere.
Yeah.
We're gonna play some NSYNC after this. It's gonna be May. Gold, bye, bye, bye. It's out here. It's out here. If it makes money, yeah, if it makes money, that's really all that matters. And then like your personality fits with it, then you're good to go.
See Millie, yeah.
Oh, let's
So
go.
this is actually why you shouldn't go in without a stop loss.
Yeah. Anyone had no stop loss today? Anyone?
Perfect example here. I just came back. I'm still holding here. Holding strong.
Wow, DeMarco, that's insane.
Yeah, Andre.
Sheesh. About to cross 3 million in total payouts since we started tracking it, which was just last year. That's awesome, dude. Damn. My man got the numbers locked down. Sheesh. About to cross 3 million in total profits with about 1,200, almost 1,250 payouts since just halfway, basically for the last like 10 months, I think. 11 months. All right, here's our 10 a.m. news. I think we got red folder here coming up. We got a 4-hour closure too. What do we do here? Orange folder. So we'll see what happens. 4-hour candle close. Pretty strong bullish, but right at support or resistance, I should say. Let's get rid of all the drawings here. Let's do another fresh top-down analysis, and let's take a look here. So daily candle moving on up here, moving back up after making that low. You got that nice steep daily low there. 4-hour candle just literally engulfed everything, just out of nowhere here, right? But ultimately closed back in the range. Right, womp womp womp. Right,
Wow,
so
Goldie.
you basically got a closure back in the range, in that 4-hour range, and it is not looking. It's looking like Friday. Let's just say that it's looking like a little Friday price action here. 1-hour candle is truly overextended at this point. 30-minute has pushed up aggressively, so there's not really much opportunity to take advantage of here, right? I think I'm gonna most likely just remain bullish because the 4-hour and the daily are bullish, but a nice. And then the buys will probably look good. So we'll hang tight, maybe wait for support to form. And if we don't get that support, any sort of like, you know, break, retest, and closure back below now, then our sells still look pretty valid to come down if you get that price action there. So yeah, we'll hang tight for a little bit. See if we can professionally revenge trade here today. Like a pro. Like a pro. Let me show you how it's done like a pro. Ray Slay, let's get it. Coming to the New York meetup. Love it, brother. Love it. Can't wait to see you, man. Can't wait. Do I have crypto options? No. No. Professional revenge trade. Yes, sir. New York. We'll be in New York for July 17th and July 18th. Rafi, what's the plans for this weekend?
Got going on. Lots going on, brother.
Yeah, you busy?
Going on. Yeah. Yeah, we got. Yeah, it's crazy, bro. Like things are just, parents, and it just seems like, yeah,
It's heating up.
yeah, it's just like everything is just for some reason just kind of like coming all together. You know, it's like it happens. You know, I've noticed that it's a pattern. You know, when you're about to do something good or something great is happening, it seems like all these little pieces of, as you might say, adversity, things get tight, you know, try to test your character a little bit or your emotional stability. So it seems like, you know, a little bit of that is happening for the last 3 weeks. And it's just getting intense and intense. And hey, baby's coming, and it just, yeah.
It's intensifying.
Yeah. It's like an action movie.
The moment is arriving.
Moment of truth.
Yeah, dude.
But yeah, we have highs, we have lows, we have highs, we have lows. That's
Life could be
we
better,
see this
life could
every
be
day.
worse, you know?
exactly. So yeah, it's a busy weekend. How about you?
That's good. This weekend, I think I forget what we're doing, but I think we're doing some stuff tomorrow. And then other than that, just trying to become a better trader and a better golfer.
There you go.
Yeah, that's it. That's basically on my to-do list. Lock in on dad mode when it's dad mode, husband mode when it's husband mode, lock in as a trader, lock in as a golfer, and get my revenge on C. Melly. No, I'm just kidding. I have one goal in life. It's to shoot under C. Melly. That's it. Somehow, some way. We'll get there. Classic Friday Gold here. How you doing? Will I ever come out to LA? I haven't been out to LA actually in a while, but yeah, at some point I'm sure we'll make our way out there. I gotta see how many TT members are out in California, because if there's a bunch of you guys out there, we'll make it happen. My wife was actually just talking about going back to California. I'm not kidding. I'm not kidding. We've got goals, man. We've got goals. I enjoy being good at things that other people just cannot get good at, you know? So obviously you can't do it all, but trading is one of them for sure, and golf is another one for sure. So fresh top-down analysis. I think we just did it. So yeah, we're pretty much, this 4-hour candle closed right at resistance now, so we'll see what happens. Not good, though. Not good. I'll just tell you that.
No. Definitely not.
Not pretty. I'll tell you that. So if you guys have questions, now would be the time, right? Any good questions that you really want answers to, and doors that you're trying to unlock that maybe I could give you some advice on, or these guys, would be the time, because we need to wait here, and even at that, it's not looking that good at all. We were the liquidity. Yeah, sometimes you're going to be liquidity. You know, you can't be the opposite side of it all the time. So you got to pay your dues here. Got to pay your dues. We paid rent, a little rent today. Little rent. Do we wait for second candle? Yeah, wait for a second range. So like if you're ranging here and you're going to counter trend that. So let's say the higher time frame is moving up and you get a sell. I wouldn't take that original breakout there, because a lot of times that's going to lead to a fake out and price will keep moving up from there. So what you want to do is when you're going against or counter trend trading, something like the 4-hour, this is where you want to wait for a little bit of a pullback, maybe find resistance here to take the sell, or wait for that closure below that new support. And then this right here would be your range 1 breakout. Right, and then this would be your range 2 breakout. So you would basically be selling down here in range 3. Yeah, and what that does is that gives you an opportunity not to get faked out, right? Because if the 4-hour candle, let's say, is bullish, right? We moved up, 4-hour candle is like this, and then the next one comes down to make a low, right? Before it starts heading up, what's going to happen is down here, the market will throw like a fake out on the lower time frame. So you'll have all this clean range, right, to move up here, and it'll look good, but it'll ultimately fake out here and then start sending that 4-hour candle back up. hence why you usually get a fake out there. So if you're going to go against the 4 hour, then wait for that first range to break, and then what'll happen is you'll now enter right on the re-break of those 4 hour lows if they break again. So you like double confirm your entry going against the trend there. Will I trade power hour today? Probably not. Probably not. I got to get a little bit of red. I can't leave the day every day green. It's feeling like unfair at this point. So it would be nice to have a red day, believe it or not, on the P&L, but I'm sure most people wouldn't agree with that. But yeah, I can't force anything out of this, right? So I'm okay with taking a little red day. Not a problem at all. What's the mental shift that requires to treat trading like a business? You need the money. You need the money, right? You need to set up your future, right? So that alone is enough, right? There's people counting on you, believe it or not. I don't know if you have kids or if you have family, but you need the money, right? You're looking to build something into the future. So, you don't want to just gamble all the time. And there may be people counting on you. I mean, that was enough for me to say, hey, let's treat this thing like a business. And then I got news for you. It only works when you treat it like a business, right? It only works when you treat it serious. So anyone who just gambles around, they may make money here and there, but they will not be able to do this long term. They won't be able to set up their future with it. They won't be able to provide for their family. They'll catch a couple wins here and there, but just like any gambler, the losses will outweigh the wins, but the excitement and the dopamine will continue they'll continue to receive that. And believe it or not, most people care more about excitement and dopamine than they do about success. It is very sad, but it's pretty true. So just look around, count the reasons why you need to make some moves in life, and that should be enough to start treating it like a business. I also did a video on my YouTube channel on how to treat trading like a business. So if you go to this is Instagram. I don't think I have it here. No, if you go to my YouTube channel, you'll see I did a video called how to treat trading like a business, or why to treat it like a business. Check that one out, and yeah, there'll be more information there. My monthly P&L with the same lot size, one more stop loss hit, and it'll be BE. Let's take a look. Oh wait, you guys can't see this, right? $2. What's the 2? I don't know what that is. Oh, that's the trades. Got it. Did I take an Asian trade on my live account? Yes. Yeah. Would I consider a fade here? Probably not, because the same thing can happen, just like the 1 hour candle needed that low, right? The same thing can happen here. You get a little low on the 4 hour and then pop back up. Yeah, I don't even see any signs of the fade yet either. These are all very strong bullish candles. Very strong. Rafi, just remember you're the GOAT. Let's go.
Let's go. We're here, bro. We're here. Yep. Observation mode on.
Observation. When are we starting the simulator sessions? We're gonna probably do them here and there on the webinars. So we're gonna replace we're gonna do it as a webinar.
Bro, that daily is on the run here.
On the run now. On the run ski. Broke the highs.
We are
Could we have wiggled our way into buys here?
I don't know, man. I
don't think so.
I really don't think so. When I'm looking at it there.
No, I wouldn't have taken this buy at all, right? And that was really the
only why would we? I mean,
better opportunity there. Yeah. Nah, I don't think I could have wiggled my way in here at all.
Nope.
Yeah, not at all.
I think it's just so random, man. We have projection on 1 hour too. Everything was staying below range. You know, above range would make a little bit of sense if you got like a support there, but we didn't. We didn't even get a support. So yeah, it's a tough one.
9:45.
But still, again, like I'd like to be completely wrong than just like in,
true,
and then out, and then
Same.
straight TP. So like,
I
yeah.
hate when it's like an arrow thing, and it
Bro.
hits you by like
Oh,
1
yeah,
or 2
you just
pips
get
and then
poked.
drives.
Oh my goodness, that's the worst.
That's the worst.
Because
Hence,
that literally like won the trade, but you just, yeah.
Yep. By the way, notice how we didn't extend our stops too much on that trade, right? So there's a time and a place to use higher stops, and that one wasn't really the, hey, let's extend our trade here, because again, we were going against the daily and the 1 hour there. So this wasn't one of those trades where, we had all time frames either at a target tapped or all time frames, literally leaving the station and getting ready to move down. It was very Friday-ish, right? There was 2 time frames that were up, 2 time frames that were down, volume coming in, but at the end of the day, you got to make decisions, right? So I think that was a pretty good decision on our end. Strong bearish closure below the range, clean traffic to the left, bearish 4 hour candle, break of the lows. Yeah, I think it's good.
Yeah, also like we had that 1 hour current high, which if we broke that again, most likely we'd probably begin to fill that wick.
Yeah.
Right. So
exactly.
Yeah, so we had stops above there, around there. So that made more sense here today.
Yep. Yeah, so there will be times where we want to extend it, but there will also be times where you don't want to extend it and you want to make sure you're keeping them same stops that we always kept. Wow, look at this move. Holy. Well, we understood the daily itself can also, right? Because we had the range here. We've been talking about this for days, right? About this kind of popping back up, retesting the zone, and then coming back down there. So just simple price action. Just bad timing today.
Yeah.
It is what it is.
That's
okay. It's gonna happen.
That's how it is, man. That's how it is.
Still a great
Start
trade.
off with paying rent here the first day of the month.
Hey, the rent is due. It is the first day, right? Rent's due on the first, yeah? Yeah, all right. So we pay our rent today. And now we can live here for a month, right? I'm down. I'm with that. You got to pay the rent on the first.
Yep. Got to. Yeah, man. I think new support here, but I'm gone.
Gone.
I'm done. I'm done for this Friday here.
Take it, brother. Take it. It was a great April. We get off to a little rent here in May, and then we keep moving.
Yeah, it's the first, so it makes sense. Friday it's the first. Pac-Man was maybe out here, a little bit of uncertainty, but we have the rest of the month here, so it should be the best month of the year. It's going
to be the best month of our lives, gang. May is going to be one for the books. I know it.
It's going to be insane. So let's just wait on it here. All right, man. But thank you for having me here. I hope that you, Rafi, and Nick
have a good day, my brother.
Awesome
Enjoy
day here,
yourself
and
this weekend.
Rest of you too.
Yes, sir. Oh, I'll message you back about New York too.
Appreciate it, man.
Yeah. I'll hit you back later.
All right, talk to you, man.
All right, G.
I'll see you.
Have a great day.
Great day.
Brother.
See y'all. Peace.
Adios, amigo.
Get it.
See ya.
All right, who's still here, ready to revenge trade with me? No one.
We got some time.
We got some time on the clock. The game ain't over. Still got time on the board. Full margin. Sorry. Professionally revenge trade with me. Yeah. Oh, the big M. Oh damn. Hey, was that guy like hanging out with what's that one dude's name, Rafi? He's like a big meditation guy. Wim Hof.
Yeah. Breathwork guy.
Yeah, I think I seen that dude that the big M posted with Wim Hof. Bro just dove into like an ice pond. Crazy.
Yeah, bro, he does crazy. Like his book is pretty good. It's all about breathwork and techniques and stuff.
Yeah. Bro said the cold is life.
He does crazy stuff. Yeah.
Crazy stuff. I'm locked out. Little revenge trading on the demo though. Okay, all right. Let's go. A professional revenge trade though. You know, we gotta wait for a good setup here. All right, re-breaking the low looks good for sales. That'll do. You guys ready? Speaking of good setups, current candle fade position right now. Wim Hof lives in Poland mountains. I know. You can go training with him there. Yeah, that's epic. Yeah. What are the thoughts on 2 a.m. sells on the 30-minute time frame? Let's take a look. 2 a.m. Yeah, we talked about these here. Yeah, so I think they look great. The only thing is it looks like it was the very beginning of a new 4-hour candle. So if you waited for a steeper top wick here or just a little bit of time, I can see why. But if you got involved in this trade, I can also, totally understand that. Clean traffic to the left, beautiful breakout. Just happened to have happened right on the 4-hour open, but yeah, still a phenomenal trade here. Great trade. Yeah, great trade. Even if you stayed out, with the new 4-hour, I think that's a good idea too. But if you got aggressive to get involved here, I think this was wonderful. Asian session trading time window is usually 8 to 10. Yeah, so I like trading Asian like 8 to 10. This is usually like just like New York, that 9 p.m. candle is pretty good. I like to look for trades once that, I'll take trades at 8 or after 10. Like we took last night, we took a trade at 10:15. But usually in that 9 p.m. candle is really where I look to find some opportunities and setups. But again, I'll trade before 8, after 10, but 9 to 10 is the sweet spot. Buys all support. Yeah, that'll work. We would love to see a 4-hour low. If we can get that, that'd be great. I'm still in sells. Got my stop loss on the monthly highs. Perfect. Should be chilling. Should be good. All right, AJ. See you tomorrow, my man. Have a great day, all right? Yeah, if you're feeling FOMO, just get out of here. Get out of here. Go enjoy life. Tomorrow's webinar. What do you guys want to talk about? Should we open up the floor? Q&A? Trade reviews? What should we do? I think instead of me talking about one specific topic, we could spend some time on maybe a few. Maybe either like 3 or 4 very important topics, or we just run the topics based off questions. Iran has sent its largest probably U.S. Oil prices are falling. That's probably what this is. Yep, could be. Uh, 46.55. Yeah, not bad. Yeah, you may start if you close below. Yeah, I would say so too. Like 65, 62 on like a 1-hour time frame, then you may be able to get these 4-hour lows here. April monthly review. I think we did that. Yeah, we did that last week. We went over like 17 or 18 trades that we had in April. When I moved to BE on the Asian sesh, there's a certain number of pips. No. The reason why we moved to BE there was, where is that trade? Right here is, if we look left, like let's say we get rid of all this. So this was the trade taken last night in Asian where you kind of had this as our setup here. So we were looking for price to come into those highs there. So pretty much the reason why I went break even last night was, if you look left over here, there's some wick rejections, right? Let me make that a little thinner. There we go. Boom. So there's some wick rejections right here. So for that reason, once we broke the highs and pushed into that little rectangle, that's where I wanted to go break even, because if you look, last time we popped up here and boom, rejected back down. Same deal, came up right into that box, rejected down. Same deal here, right? Attempted to get in, rejecting. So for that reason, once we get into that box there, that's where we want to start going break even, right? Especially in last night's situation was a lot different than most, because we were bearish, right? We closed bearish on the 4 hour. So this move up here was simply just us taking advantage of that new 4 hour top wick. And that 4 hour top wick doesn't have to come all the way up here, right? It can come here, 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 right? It can really start rejecting anywhere. So while we're in this trade, we want to make sure we get our break evens done, get our partials done, and then if we hit full TP like we happened to do yesterday, then that's great. But you know, we definitely want to make sure we're securing some profits just in case that 4 hour candle wants to turn around on us and start moving bearish. Yeah. Does that make sense? So let's say it was opposite. Let's say it was completely flipped around. So when I'm talking about opposite, I mean these 4 hour candles, right? So let's turn them around real quick. So let's say that it didn't look like that, but it looked like this, where the 4 hour candle closed bullish like this. And then the next one, right, was maybe coming up here and breaking that high. And let's say that high was the break of this 4 hour candle high. That's where I would leave this with much more room to go. I wouldn't get as aggressive on the break even or the closure, because I know that I'm now trading in the direction of where the 4 hour wants to go, not against it. In this case, we were just kind of trading that top wick there. So does that make sense? It really just all depends on what direction the 4 hour is headed. And in that situation, that's where I'll kind of either be a little bit more aggressive or a little bit, you know, lenient on what I do in terms of management. The difference between the celery and the inverted celery is pretty simple, actually. If you have a range here, you know, the celery a lot of times will mainly come from the breakout, right? So let's say you get a candle that kind of breaks out here. Usually the celery play is coming off of some type of breakout where it kind of just closes like this. So you had price ranging for a while, right? Just kind of ranging, and you kind of had that range marked off. And then you get the breakout. So it usually comes out of the breakout. Oh, let me just draw like this. Bam, like this. So this is a ranging market, right? So anytime we're in a ranging market, it would be smart to write this down. Anytime we're in a ranging market, we're going to look for breakouts, right? And celery plays. Celery play, my bad. Breakouts and celery. So either the breakout, right, or this celery play right here. The inverted celery is going to work best when you're trending. So this is ranging, right? This blah, 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 consolidation. Now this is trending, right? Where price is kind of moving up, going down, moving up, going down, moving up, right? So you're looking for these inverted celeries in these type of areas. So what that looks like is simply just price moving up, right? Going up, maybe on this bullish trend, and then starting to retrace, right? So think of inverted celeries a lot of time as supports, where price kind of comes down, does a little retracement, goes like this, and then now you have a candle that closes bullish, but not like this, right? That would just be a nice clean support, but it closes more like this, to where it's not the biggest top wick, but a nice steep lower wick. That's your inverted celery. So your inverted celery is going to come during a trending market in most cases, where you're, you know, just your regular celery type of position, that will come during the ranging market. Trending, ranging. All right, so that's the big difference. Got to run. All right, Kevin. See you later, brother. Enjoy. Enjoy. Nick, thanks for a truly good month. Yes, sir. You're welcome, bro. You and the crew. Yes. Enjoy the day, Kelvin. So yeah. So does that help? Remember, ranging markets, consolidating markets, they're going to lead to the breakout in the celery type of positions. The trending markets, a lot of times, are going to lead to onions, inverted celeries, those type of positions. And then anytime you have like a target tapped, we'll call it TT, target tapped, where like, let's say your 4-hour candle is starting to run pretty heavy into a level of, let's say, resistance, then at that point, this is where you're going to look for like fades. So fades, inverted celeries all come during the time of like a target tapped idea, to where, let's say that 4-hour candle hits target. What you'll notice is on the lower time frame, you'll see a couple strong bullish candles, right? And then some weak candles, right? And then some weak candles. And this is when you know the fade is coming up. A lot of times I'll wait for the volume. I'll see that the 4-hour is rejecting that area, tapping into target, and then I'll get a little aggressive and then look for the sells, right, on the break of those lows to take the fade. So the fade will typically come during the target tapped times, when the 4-hour, the daily, has hit its target really well. So that pretty much covers most of the playbook setups, right? Breakout and celery during ranges, when those ranges break, onions and inverted celeries, right, off of these trends, and then fades during these target tapped like ideas and higher time frames reaching their destination. So that should help. That should help a lot. Now I would categorize them, so that way you know now when you run into a range, when you open your charts and you see it consolidating, you now know I'm going to take a breakout or a celery or something, right? Like, especially if you know you're not trading this range here. Let's say that this range is only, 25 pips, right? You don't want to take onions or anything like that. You want to just simply wait for the breakout and then go ahead and trade like the clean range to the left-hand side. So range conditions, that's what you're looking for. Trending conditions is here, and then target tapped right here. A bad beginning makes a good ending. How you doing? I don't believe in good or bad. I just believe in is. So today's loss was actually a good loss. Yeah, I'll take it. It just proves to me that I'm willing to execute on my playbook setup each and every time it shows up. Yes,
yeah,
sir.
That was a good setup, man.
You're welcome. You're welcome.
Good setup.
Yeah, great setup.
I keep looking at it. I'm just like, there's no reason why not to take it.
Nah.
I
mean, I could bring up about 50 trades that look just like this that went down and took the W. You know what I mean? So you gotta love it. You gotta take your losses. Take them like a champ. All right. Well, we got no bottom wick, so do we remain bullish here? 4-hour coming back down, probably to sneak a low in, and then we'll see what happens. Yeah, the only way I take sells is if we get so another playbook setup that we like to use a lot is like the counter trend move. So anytime you're counter trend trading, meaning going against like the 4-hour, you want to wait for not the first resistance, right? Because if that red candle shows up, everyone's looking at that candle, right? So a lot of times people are going to attempt those sells, but price will tend to come back up, right? Do something like this and then close below. So anytime we're going against like a higher time frame, like going against it pretty hard, we will wait for these moments, right? Nice clean range 2 breakout and then take the sells. So these also work in target tapped areas. If the volume isn't, coming in when you have this like push here, you can wait for the range and then take the trade after that. But sometimes you won't get a range, right? So it just all depends on when the volume is showing up. Thanks for the playbook. Simply wait and execute now. Awesome. Yeah, W. Yeah, I tried to take everything I learned from Raja and really understand it in a way that I can explain it really well and keep it very, very simple. So hopefully it helps. Thanks for the information. You're welcome. You're welcome. I was waiting on the sales. Nice celery for the sales coming down on oil. Okay, cool. Yeah, nice clean move there. Boom, 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 boom. Still. Yeah, I like that. I like that. Inverted celery changes the direction. Celeries continue. Yeah, it's kind of like a switch. Like after the pullback is done, now you're back in the game. Is that Pikachu? Can we average down? Can we average and draw down half MGC to cover? I don't think so. No, I don't think you can cut those. It's not like forex where you can cut it into fractions. It's just like one contract, one solid contract. Do I follow Raja's risk management techniques and stuff? I did. I probably still do for the most part. I have not really seen much of Raja's like new stuff at all, so I'm not sure if he does it a different way. But I'm really big on not impulsively getting out, but getting out with closures, right? Because if in most cases we get out or we get in based off of closures, then why wouldn't we wait to get out due to closures? So what I mean by that is if we're going to wait on a candle to close, right, to get an entry, then why not wait for a candle to close to get out, right, if we're going to manage it? So I'll kind of demonstrate it over here on the bottom. So let's say we get into a buy here, right? We want to take this buy, and this is our range. So as long as we remain above, I am pretty much good to go, right? So as long as this candle can kind of wick me in, come up, and then start moving down. As long as it stays above the range, it doesn't matter if it comes all the way down. You know, I can't control any of that. If it closes back above the zone though, I remain in that trade. So I won't really impulsively get out, you know, if the 15-minute breaks the low or anything. I know that new 1 hour, 30-minute candles can easily break 15-minute, 5-minute, 1-minute lows and all that, and still, you know, keep doing what it needs to do. So if let's say the candle comes down, yeah, maybe it just came near my stops, but it only came near my stops. It didn't hit my stops, right? So if that candle closes back above, I stay in this trade, anticipating the next candle to move up. If and when the candle closes below, then I'll get out, right? So let's say it closes above, right? Close above, okay, I remain in. Next candle breaks the highs, doesn't really go anywhere. Let's say I got my partials up here. We go a little bit, but nothing, right? Still got to wait. So I'm still in this trade. Let's say maybe the next candle comes up again, right? We kind of try and attempt. We don't do anything. Next candle comes down, closes bearish. What am I doing? Am I staying in or am I getting out? Staying in, right? Staying in, because there's been so many times where price remains above that level and then just continues flying. So very rarely, because I'm pretty precise on my entries and I understand where volume comes in, very rarely do I wait that long for my, do I need to wait that long for my candle to move, for my trade to move? I'm usually in on the moving candle. But in a case where I'm not, this is where I'll just remain in the trade, right? It won't be until I get a closure below, boom, that I will now exit that trade. So I'll keep my stops down here, but if we get the closure below, I'll exit the trade right there, because I know if we're closing below, chances are we're going to retest that bottom of the zone and stop me out, right? So I do it based off of closures and logic in most cases, and that seems to, you know, keep me in a good position. But yeah, I'm not too sure how Raja does it anymore, but that's usually the way I manage risk. Yeah, if you go into the course and all that, you'll see there's a few other ways that I like to teach on managing risk too. It's like let's say you're gonna keep your stop below the low, right? If let's say you got partials up here, but you never get there, and all of a sudden this candle starts melting back down, this is where you can close like 50%. So close like 50% of your position as you get back to break even. And then what that does is, let's say you were risking $100. Right? So now when price starts coming back to break even, you close 50%. while you're still kind of in that profit, then what happens is now this risk, right, goes from 100 to 50 right off the rip. And then you know what I'll do? At times, I'll move the stop to the current candle low, right? Current candle lows up here. And then what that'll do is that'll cut my stop in half again. So now on a trade where I was originally risking 100, now if the stop loss gets hit and we break the low, I'm only losing 25 bucks. Therefore, I still have like $75 on the day, especially if you guys are having like a daily budget when it comes to how much you want to lose and or how much you could afford to lose. Now you still have that 75 bucks to play with because you managed this trade and, you know, got out of it with not as big of a loss as you would have taken if full stops got hit. So that's another good way of managing, simply waiting for, you know, getting out at break even. Because again, if you're expecting your trade to go right away, it shouldn't be stalling too much, right? So it's okay to maybe manage it a little bit and cut your loss. How did I meet Rafi? Rafi somehow found the stream, and we booked a one-on-one together. He booked a one-on-one to kind of learn the strategy a little bit better, and we just clicked right away. We were both baseball guys. We were both heavily into the mind and mindset, and I think from that one-on-one, we just pretty much started becoming buddies, right, Rafi? And
Yeah.
you know, all of a sudden we started going back and
think,
forth, and yeah.
I think it was like after stream or something.
Yeah, I remember. It was way back in my other place too. Like it was like
Yeah.
I've lived like 3 places since then.
Yo, same, bro. Same. I lived in 3 different houses in another country since then.
Yo, facts. That's crazy. Yeah, so basically that was a while ago too. That was probably like what, 2023 or 4 maybe? Forget.
It was the same year we started here, so
yeah. And Rafi obviously had a lot of really good credentials. Like he's one of the most humblest guys you'll ever meet, but you know, this dude has worked with like professional athletes and helped them with their mentality, their mindset. Before I met him, he was already like hired and brought on to help other traders out in different companies, not necessarily with their technicals, right, Rafi, but with their mindset.
No, it's
their
funny
mentality.
because my mentor told me, "Can you work with my guys?" And I was like, "Bro, I just got into this game." And the guy that was my mentor at the time, he was a professional football player, as in soccer.
Yep.
And he said, like, "I know what you teach, I love it, and yeah, I want you to work with my guys." So like that's how I got introduced into working with traders, and it was a big. It had a lot of guys, and yeah, so. It's we connected that way. That's how I got introduced into trading side of things.
Crazy. Nuts. And I think from that point we just started talking and just talking about mindset, mentality, and I think really where the big shift happened is when we did the boot camp. And we brought Rafi in to do one of our first boot camps and be a part of that, and ever since then it's just been TTE.
Yeah. Love it, man.
We've linked
Grateful
up.
to be
Rafi's
here and
come to my home
to help you, all of y'all.
Yeah, spend New Year's together. So it's been a good, fun friendship.
Many good times to come.
He's naming his kid Nick Stewart. Would you believe that? He's naming his child Nick Stewart. That's nuts.
All together.
That'd be epic. Yeah, so it's been great. Then we did the next boot camp, and Rafi's blessed his team heavily, man, in the webinars, the boot camp. So it's been fun. Who remembers that boot camp? Yeah.
Stephen B's one?
Stephen B remembers.
Dude, I remember, bro. I was in this place. It was like 110 degrees hot.
Yeah, dude, I do. The walls were sweating.
Yeah, everything was sweating, and in the boot camp we were meditating, and good times, man. Good times. That's what I'm saying. You just become an observant. You just observe everything. You can't,
Bro, that boot camp was epic because that was the first time ever that we actually were able to like see you guys. So it was, from that point forward, it was just YouTube usernames, right? And then when we did that first boot camp, a lot of people showed up, and they showed up on Zoom with their cameras on. I'm like, oh my God, that's what this person looks. So it's good because we got to see a lot of you guys and get a chance to like actually see what you look like instead of just looking at your, you know, YouTube name or whatever. So it was epic.
Yeah, bro. I remember that. Wow.
First time we seen some of these guys. Stephen B, all the big dogs. Stuart Little? Yeah, that's my little guy. Yeah. If there's some type of candles that show the next candle will be a volume candle, yeah, believe it or not, the playbook confirmation candles, like they're the confirmation candles for a reason, because they usually lead to volume. So again, when price is ranging for a while, and all of a sudden you get a breakout, where these Zoom things go? Oh, there they are. How'd they get up here? When price is consolidating, right? Once you officially get a breakout, that brings volume in itself, right? So the volume allows it to break out in a way, and then that next candle pushes up. Or if you're in a trend, right, whether it be up or down, anytime you get a new support, that's ultimately going to want to bring more volume in to continue the trend. So our setups are based off of really bringing volume into the market. So as long as you wait for good confirmations, you'll tip. That's why most of our trades go straight into profit. You ever notice that? How a lot of the trades that we get into, we don't hang out and draw down too much. If you look at the majority of the trades over the last couple of years, I would probably say over 80% of them don't even go into drawdown, because we're getting in the precise moment of where that volume is coming in, and we're getting in on the break of highs or lows, right? So typically when those highs or lows break during that session open, we end up getting that push. So, you know, we still do go into drawdown. Obviously, we still do lose trades, but if you were to really think about it, most of the trades that we get into, we very rarely see that much drawdown. And usually if we do, we tend to lose that trade, right? We tend to lose that trade because we were anticipating the volume coming in right off the rip. And if it doesn't, and it's consolidating for a while, sometimes that means that, you know, this may not be the trade that we originally thought it was. And, you know, we could run into, you know, a loss or having to manage this. Yeah, Sam Capital. Yeah, Sam came in, helped us with news, Rafi, mentality, mindset, just that inner work, and then I just covered all the technicals. It was a W webinar. It was was that a 2-day or no? That was a 3-day. That was a 3-day.
3-day, I think it was.
Yeah. 3 hours for 3 days. Epic.
Obviously, it was more than that because we ran a little longer. We love what we do, and
yeah.
it was more than that.
It was awesome. Inverted celery's here. Work. 4 hour needs a low. So if we can get that low, that's our open of the 4 hour candle. If we can get some sort of a low and a candle to pop up like this, then we can go ahead and potentially look for that buy here. If not, then what we do is we wait for that bullish candle, and we see what happens, right? If, like, let's say a candle closed with no top wick or something like that, we obviously don't take that trade. We mark off that support, and then if we can get a closure back below it, that's when we can, you know, get involved here again. I'm assuming Toronto versus Cleveland. Yeah. What sport? I'm assuming hockey, but I don't know. I don't even know. I don't know what's going on too much in sports right now. I think it's hockey playoffs, right? I think I seen somebody talking about Tampa. Oh, NBA. Gotcha. The funny part is I couldn't even name a player on either one of those teams. I couldn't name one. It's great. It's crazy to think that. Crazy. Yeah, I don't really like watching NBA anymore because I feel like everything's a foul. Like every drive into the paint is a foul. So it's pretty annoying. It's like clock stops, and I ain't got that much time to be wasting on that. So then you got the clock stopping and commercials, and my goodness, like the last 2 minutes takes like roughly 2 hours, right? Because it's like foul after foul after foul and call. It's nuts. You ever do that? You're like, all right, honey, don't worry, there's 2 minutes left in the game. It turns out to be like 20 minutes. Then you got a commercial, you got an injury, you got a timeout, you got a foul. It gets wild, man, in the NBA. Since I know the 4 hours is getting a lower wick, why don't you trade it? Because I don't know. I don't know 100% if it's gonna get a lower wick, and I probably would have been interested in getting involved here if maybe that candle had a bottom wick. But again, I don't know if the 4 hour doesn't have to make a lower wick. It should make a lower wick, right? But it doesn't have to. So there's no confirmation. Therefore, I just can't get involved. Maybe if this guy gave us that wick, that could have confirmed us an entry, or now if we get like a bullish candle and then a closure below that, that will really help in terms of the shorts. Raja was saying that a candle with no wick has a much stronger go in that direction. What about that? So why don't you test it? So every time a candle closes with no wick, take the buy. Do that 50 times, and then you will have an answer. Yeah. So he must have a different result than I have, because when I see this, it's a very, very low probability that price will move up. But it's up to you as the trader to go figure that out, right? So why don't every time a trade shows up with no wick at the top, take the buy. Do that 50 times, and then you'll have some data to go off of. That's what I would say. My data states that candles that close with no top wick aren't really the greatest candles to execute off of. Like look at that one right there. Price pop up, shoot back down. This one right here, very little, shoot back down. Sometimes they work, sometimes they don't, right? But more likely they're not going to work, and that's why I stay out of them. They'll probably work 50% of the time, maybe. And for me, like 50-50 just isn't good enough. Like when it comes to, again, treating trading like a business, 50-50, there's no edge in 50-50, right? Like 60-40, okay, you got edge, right? But there's no edge in 50-50. That's just straight gamble at that point. So I don't gamble in the markets. I used to gamble in the markets, and it cost me a lot of money. So I decided to not gamble anymore and just run it like a company. Yeah, Raja says 50-50. Yeah, I think so.
It's a good way for you to see it, as a business, because as a business owner, you wouldn't make irrational decisions, right? Like if you think, okay, I'm going to invest X amount of money on this thing that is going to potentially bring me X amount of business into my company, does that make sense, right? So like, let's say you're running ads, for example, and your ads is, it's not bringing you the revenue that you're looking for. There's two things that you gotta do. You probably gotta change the strategy on the ad, or potentially you gotta change the product, right? But you're just not gonna keep investing on the same ad knowing that it's not giving you results. Same thing here. When you think about it that way in trading, it's like, okay, this setup in the past has brought me X amount on return on investment, right? So it's like whenever you see that setup, it's already there in data, and that's the reason why we talk about the journal and make sure that you collect this data, because it's just helping you to make the best decisions in your business. Now you think about, oh, I need to get this because I need to pass an account, or because I need to get a payout. You're not really thinking about it like a business, right? So if you start putting your CEO hat on, and you start seeing setups for like, it makes sense for me to make this decision right now, I'm gonna put my money on this one, then you're gonna see that, you know, you cannot run this business if you're making immature decisions, right? So think about it like a business for real, like with the business owner, right? You're the CEO. If you think about it like that, it's gonna change how you see and how you feel about certain things.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Yep. Yeah, that's what I was thinking. Yeah, you wait for the wicks, he waits for the wicks. Yeah, I mean, last time I watched anything from him, I remember he always taught, yo, no wick, no entry, no wick, no entry, no wick, no range. So I don't know if he's found something else out recently. Maybe he has, I don't know, but I usually stick with the no wick thing. But like I said, like, take a little demo account, and then just so you know for yourself, because wouldn't it be nice to know for yourself, right? So it's one thing if Raja says it, it's one thing if Nick says it, but it's a whole nother thing if you can see it and know with your own eyes, right? So the reason I'm so confident is because I've tested everything that Raja taught, right, to make sure it lined up and it was actually good. So most things, some little things I switched, but most things were good. So the way you can do that is simply like how I did it. Get a little demo account. Every time you have a candle that you think is going to move bullish and strong, take the execution, right? And then journal it. Okay, this one worked. This one worked. This one worked. Okay, that time it didn't. That time it did. It didn't. That time it did, right? That time it did. And then just look at the money, right? Or whatever the result of those trades. And then now you literally have all the data for yourself. So now you could say, okay, yes, candles that close without no top wick, they are strong bullish candles. Or, all right, no, you know what? Candles that don't close with them, there really is no range, and most times price reacts and goes in the opposite direction. So it's nice, to really test these things on your own. And again, it's good to have a coach that can kind of tell you it, but it's another thing to test the coach, right? And go find that information out for yourself. That's what I did, so I would recommend you do it too. And just so you're for sure in your approach. Can you talk about ego and why people have an issue with following the playbook? I don't know why, but I have an issue following the playbook. I don't know. It's profitable. Yeah, you probably want to kind of like, your ego probably wants to say, I created something and this is my strategy and ha ha ha, look at me, I'm so great. Ha ha ha, look at this. I'm going to call it the real Joel Troyer setup. And you know what I mean? Like everyone gets so, I've got this new setup and I made it and I just want to make money, right? Like I don't need all that. Like I didn't need whatever Raja taught me and Don taught me, whatever that started coming in and creating profitability. I had no ego. I just wanted to make the money. So I think a lot of people want to come up with their own playbook, their own setups. They want to be like, that guy and whatever. But I never wanted to be that guy. I really just wanted to take a profitable system and apply myself to it the best that I possibly could. Look, I didn't even change the names, the onion, the celery, the break. Like I didn't even change names. So you can tell I had no ego around any of this stuff, where I still used terminology that Don just used, right? And I still, take the same exact concepts that Raja taught me. So I think it just is about ego and, just wanting something of your own to say you did it, right? You did it, but dude, I mean, making money, you did it, right? You made money. So my mentor, Mr. V, oftentimes would say, Nick, if you're going to walk through a minefield, follow someone, right? So what he meant by that is on your journey, right? Follow someone who has already walked the path, who already avoided the mines, right, to get you to the other side. Don't try and walk this path on your own. You're gonna get blown up right there, right? So try and follow other people who are in life where you want to be. I mean, that's one of my best assets is I don't have any ego. I'm a great student. And I know most of you guys tend to see me in the teacher role, but I am a phenomenal student when it comes to the things that I want to get good at. So yeah, I just, you know, Raja and Don had proven that the system worked. I attended their live streams long enough to see that they knew what they were talking about for the most part. And then I just followed suit, you know what I mean? And I learned little tiny things on my way that I just used to, you know, cater the system towards what I see in kind of my own personality, but they were very, very slight adjustments. Nothing major at all. What kind of notes do I usually mark after a loss? What parts of my execution were correct and stuff? Yeah, as long as I can check the boxes and make sure it was a playbook setup, there was volume coming in, clean traffic to the left, I had some idea for the higher time frame that I was looking for, then I put those things down and then screenshot, right, the 4 hour, the 1 hour, 30 minute, and 15, and now I know, okay, these are the reasons I got in, and this is exactly what the charts look like during that time. So that way when I do my 2-week evaluation, I know exactly what that trade is and, you know, how I can review it real quick. Yeah, man. Yeah. Where can I find videos on how to avoid fake outs? So you can find them in the course, in the clubhouse. But if you're not in the clubhouse, then you can go to, I have a video that's called range 1, range 2 breakouts. And that really helps in terms of how to avoid fake outs. That's exactly what it is. Yeah, man, I'm telling you, that ego steps in. We just want to be big macho man, you know, we want to be Tarzan, the king of the jungle, blah, 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 blah. But, you know, I really never wanted to be that guy. I just wanted to provide for my family. I just wanted to be free. I wanted no one telling me what to do, no boss. So I figured this would be a pretty good way to make it happen. So when I found it, you know, and once I seen the results of following the plan, I never looked back. I was addicted almost right after that. I knew, okay, I don't have to be that guy. All I got to do is put all the pressure right on the playbook, and the playbook will take the wins, it'll take the losses, and ultimately, if I do it long enough consistently, I will get profitable. And ultimately, you know, that's pretty much, you know, what ended up happening. You know, this is last 815 trades pretty much, and this is the result of it. Yeah. All right, what do we do? What do we do? Close below. Interesting. Yeah, no sells for me. No sells until I get support, some type of support here. And then a closure below that support would be phenomenal. Then we could take the sells. But we don't want to get wicked in and have that 4 hour candle make a low now and shoot right back up like the 1 hour did. What to do after registering for the clubhouse? I would say go into, make sure you get your Zoom link. And then in terms of like what to do after that, keep in mind we live stream Asian, London, New York. So be on the lookout for those. But then you can really dive into like all the learning material here. So there's a whole entire course that you can go through and start to train yourself. I would personally go through this course first. You know, they're easy to digest, easy to understand videos. They're 10, 15, 9, 8 minutes long. A couple longer ones like the playbook and, you know, stuff like that. But go through all this information, get the whole course down, right? Take the weekend, take 3 or 4 days to really break this down. And then there's going to be areas that you're like, all right, I want to learn more about higher time frame, lower time frame correlation, because you had some videos, but you want to learn much more about it. So that's when I would go over to like a webinar, find the webinars on higher time frame, lower time frame correlation, like these two right here. And then these ones are an hour and a half long each. So this is where more details are. Now, I wouldn't say run through all these webinars because it will take you hours upon hours. So that's why I said digest the course information first. And now whatever you want to start learning more about, go into these webinars and then study like one of them a day. Yeah. Plenty of material to go through.
And then you come into the live, ask questions, and see what you learn. You see it here on real life. So
yeah, exactly. Yep. Then you have right there. Perfect opportunity to next live session we go in, say, hey, you know, I was watching the higher time frame, lower time frame video, and boom, boom, boom. These are my 3 questions, and just ask me, you know, and then use me to get rich. you have an opportunity to use me to get filthy rich. So take advantage of it. Thanks for today's live stream. You're welcome. You're welcome. What time we got? 11? I don't know. What you guys want to do? What you want to do? Locked in a Tradeify account? Hey, let's go. Don't meet me there, beat me there. Yeah, if you guys are not in the clubhouse, I highly recommend. If you guys want to learn like exactly how I trade and get payouts and withdrawals and, you know, show up and simply do the same things every day, just pull up to the clubhouse and go through all that content. We don't trade what we think is going to happen. We trade what's happening. Yes, exactly. Let's go, DeMarco. Let's go. Love it. Love it, brother. Love it.
So what are you looking for the rest of the day? You're looking for a possible support break below, or are you looking for a support and continue the move?
Yeah, I'm looking for, so the potential for that 4-hour candle here now to make a low, which is right here. So we just kind of made that low. We're starting to flip-flop bearish a little bit. And then if we can make the low, right, and then come back up and potentially close bullish back above the range, I think those buys are going to actually play decently here today. So I will look for that. Or if we remain below this zone here, then I'll just look for like the break and retest. So that will confirm that, all right, you know what, maybe price does want to go down. If that's our new 4-hour bottom wick, price starts coming back up, we kind of retest that zone. And if you get this closure below, then I will take the sells there. Something like that. Bam. So now we got a re-break of the low. We got structure below the zone, playbook set up, clean traffic to the left, and then that would be the trade.
Clean.
Yep.
Yeah, let's see what this price action does at 46.35 level.
Yeah, we'll see. Well, rejecting. Wait another 15:30. Maybe. I'm trying to go see if I could play like 9 holes of golf here today at some point. I don't need the whole 18. Just give me 9. Do I consider the loss a probability? Do I consider the loss a playbook setup? Yeah, I think this is good. 1 hour was rejecting that zone to the left. 30-minute was bearish. 4-hour was also, this candle was bearish here as well. 15-minute gave us the break of the highs, weak closure below. Yeah, I think this is good. I've taken these trades many times. Won most of the time, 70%. Yeah, the only way I don't consider it like part of a probability is if I break my plan, right? So if I take a trade outside of the playbook, then that trade is not that loss would not be based off probability. That would be based off of being an idiot, basically, right? So there's a difference between a good loss and then just being an idiot and taking stupid losses. So any loss that I can say, hey, this is a playbook setup, I waited for this, I got that, this was the higher time frame, I can check that off as a good loss and keep it moving. But if it's a random trade that's outside of my system and I take a loss, I'm like, dude, what the hell was that? Like that was just stupid, right? So, and you know, that could still happen from time to time. Very rarely will it happen to me at this point, but you know, it could still happen from time to time. Yeah, the stupidest trade I've taken in the last couple years actually happened about a month ago. It was so dumb. We shouldn't even been in it. Like, yeah, it was somewhat of a playbook setup, but the 4-hour the candle had almost no wick. So I basically went against my rule, and the candle had no wick. And I don't know if I gotta remember if it was a celery or not, but yeah, just basically took this position and just got annihilated, right? Because, you know, I shouldn't have been in that position anyway, and that would be just an unnecessary loss. I'm a genius. Me? No. I think you're talking to Rafi. He must be talking
You're the
rough.
one talking, bro. I'm listening.
All right, let's see. Last couple questions here. We got a melter. That's our 4-hour low getting put in play too. And by the way, the 4-hour probably going to range here, right? So number one, this is such a tough range. We talked about this in Asian last night for the 4-hour time frame. So notice how basically all we did was push down once and then faked right back into the zone. So that bullish candle is actually still in the consolidated zone here, and we probably just range right here all day. All day. Did I overlook it or I just didn't notice it? If I'm being honest, I probably overlooked it. I probably kind of knew it and did it anyway. And that was, I deserve that loss. You know what I mean? Like if I take that trade, I deserve to take that loss there. So yeah, I think it was just me just wanting to get into a trade maybe. You know, again, very, very rarely does that happen, but every now and then it's going to happen. Yeah, what made me take it? Probably like I always say, you know, every now and then time is going to weigh on the trader. Maybe we hadn't taken a couple trades in a couple days, and, you know, we were just hungry for a trade and seen it. I think that was a New York session trade too. And, yeah, just slipped up, man. Slipped up. And again, it's okay. Right? If that happens to you once every 2 years, it's really not a big deal, right? It's not the end of the world. But if it happens to you more often than that, like once a month or a couple times a month, that's when it really can eat away at your profits. But you know, when you stay on point, most of the time you have slight room for error, slight room. So luckily I had that little wiggle room there, but yeah, I shouldn't be doing that, right? So you should never make those type of mistakes. And yeah. Can you please demonstrate some of the confirmation candles? Yeah, actually, go watch the playbook video. Yeah, go to my video on YouTube. Watch the playbook one, so that way you can get the full gist of it and not like a little rushed version here. Playbook 2.0 on YouTube. Any advice for anyone trying to stream? Yeah, stay consistent. You have to be consistent. You have to show up every day. You have to provide value that's truly going to change people's lives, right? Like, you know, you got a lot of influencers these days, but you got very little influence going on. If that makes sense, right? So a lot of influencers, very little influence. So can you actually influence people, right? To be better, to make better decisions, to have better thought processes, to just be much more wise in their approach on the game of life. So, you know, provide value to people and stay consistent and follow your trading plan, right? Don't get discouraged on losses in front of people. It's not easy to take losses in front of other people. It's not easy to trade in front of other people. So you really got to make sure you're equipped yourself for the journey. Trust me, it's not an easy one. You see streamers come and go all the time. So just be prepared to lose in front of others. Be prepared to have people at times make fun of you or quake on you or doubt you. Be prepared for people in the chat to say, no, Nick, it's not a buy, it's a sell. I'm telling you. You know, so you get all that stuff, and you just got to stay very, very focused on what it is that you're doing. Go in with a good heart, looking to provide value to people, and yeah, just stay consistent every day. You can't miss a day. How many trades do I take in a day? Usually anywhere like 1 to 3. Yeah, 1 to 3. Is 15-minute chart worth looking at for? Yeah, it is. Yeah, I like the 15-minute charts, especially when you have high volume. So anytime the opens are coming in, like New York Open, Asian Open, London Open, that's where I really drive down into that 15-minute time frame. Like if you guys ever watch me from 9 to 10 a.m. or 9 to 10 p.m., I start going down to that 15-minute because I know that I got 15, 30, 45, and the hour, right? So I have 1, 2, 3, 4 opportunities to potentially take advantage of that 1 hour candle there. So I really, when the volume comes in, I tend to get down on that 15-minute time frame and start looking for entries there. I seen one day you had 16 trades in one day. Well, yeah, so that just tells you right there. One day, right? Out of 3 years, I had 16 trades. But again, that was a lot of, I think that was, we were testing something out. Yeah, it was like, it wasn't 16 actual trades, right? Like, it was like these type of trades, you know? 0.01, I was doing something. I forgot what it was I was testing, but yeah, I would not even in my worst days back in the day, would I probably take 15 in a day. So yeah, they were just little things that I think I was testing something that day and using like a really, really small lot size to test it. Yeah, 15, man. Oh my goodness, that'd be crazy. There's too many times like to lose, right? Like too many opportunities to lose with 15. So you got to understand the market is better than me, right? So the more I fight the market, the more the market will gain its advantage during the day. Does that make sense? So I'm really good at bobbing, weaving, boom, hook, bobbing, weaving, bam, jab, right? I don't want to stay in the fight with the market all day because eventually it'll wreck me. So I try to get in, get my little jab, end the session, come back for the next session, bob and weave, get a hook, and get out. So yeah, I usually stick to
it's
like
Olympic boxing right there. Olympic box.
Yeah,
get the points in.
Candlestick boxing. Yeah, so just trying to tag and bag pretty much. Oh, we got a lot of people from Dubai in the clubhouse. Yeah, welcome in, my friend. Welcome. Everyone, top 10 from the other day where we decided to do the giveaways. You guys should all have your accounts. So congratulations on those. That was my investment in you as you invest into yourself. My problem is I get setups. I'm very scared to enter. Watch the playbook. Please advise me. Yeah, go really low. So start trading like I did, 0.01 or as low as you possibly can just to get into the trades, get comfortable getting in, get comfortable getting out without too much money on the line. Try and do it on an actual account though, not a demo account, because you just cheat yourself when it comes to, man, that candle closed a no wick. Well, here's our opportunity to sample size. No, I'm just kidding. Yeah, just lower your size. Lower your size. Yep. And that should get you into the repetition of getting in trades, getting out, and then you'll get more comfortable. And then as you get more comfort, you could begin to size up and all that.
Oh, dang, look at that closure.
I know, that's whack. That's whack.
All right.
What do I think about the 15 close? There it is. After my first payout, I've been impulsive and enter every trade now. Yeah, you got a taste of that money. You got a taste of that money, honey. Now, look, if you want that money to keep rolling in, then you got to keep doing what it took to get it, right? So you can't be really good, get the payout, and then all of a sudden do things that are completely opposite to what you did to get the payout, right? So if you like the money, it's good, right? You should like money and start going back to what got you the money, right? Start to get back into what was delivering you that payout and get back on that track. All you've done is you've slipped off track. You know where the track is, find it again and stick to it. If there was a wick, would I be? Yeah, if there was a wick, I'd take a buy here. I'd obviously wait for a lower wick and then take a buy. Yeah, because now that 4-hour candle has its low, but with no wick, hell no. Especially this, you don't even have a closure above on the 4-hour time frame. So definitely not here. No top wick. See you Monday. See y'all on Monday. Gold shorted my lifespan today. That's actually pretty funny. Pretty funny. All right, I think we get out of here.
Yeah.
Time to go. What time is it? Game time? All right. Time to be great outside of the desk here. Yeah, let's go have a great day. There's still more day to go. There's still more responsibility that you have outside of trading, and our time is done here today. So great day, great session here. Phenomenal month. If you guys did well in April, congratulations. I think DeMarco said we did close to $200,000 in payout profits in April, pushing us right near the 1 million mark for basically over the last 11 months. So congratulations. Let's keep up the great work. One loss is absolutely nothing. We take those like professionals all the time. We get them back every single time and keep moving. The only other trade I would say is if you're still looking for the buy, maybe you get a 30 closure looking like that, and then you can go up for that wick fill. But with that 4 hour not even having a closure below above and that 15 having no wick, it's gonna be a little dangerous here. So keep your profits for the week on this lovely Friday, and let's get back to it on Monday. All right.
Sounds good.
Yeah.
Sounds good. Elite Performance Edge, guys. I'll see you guys today.
Hey, yo.
2 p.m. Eastern time. So see you guys there. Be ready.
3 p.m.
I'm ready.
Eastern. Lock in. It's going
Yes,
down
sir.
today. If I have some
Yes,
time,
sir.
maybe I'll pop in there if I'm home.
Let's get it. Let's get it.
All right.
All
All right, my
brother.
friends. Rafi, have a
Thank you
great
for having me.
rest of your day. Chat.
Yeah, thank you.
I hope you guys have a wonderful day. Enjoy it with your family and friends. And it's Friday, so have fun and do the right thing. And let's level up, keep leveling up, and come back on Monday and do it all over again. All right? Let's go. Cheers to
Let's
May.
get
We
it.
got our rent out of the way. We took our loss. We'll keep it red for the day, and we'll move on in this lovely month here. All right? Adios, amigos. Rafi. See you later, brother. Have a great day. Chat. Love y'all. Have an amazing weekend.
Yeah, let's go. Local legend, but the whip I got is foreign. Extraordinary, yeah, I feel like Alex Warren does. Please will not be calling me if it is not important. If I don't see no dollar signs there, then I'm ignoring them. Got a couple kids nowadays that I'm supporting. Turn it down 100,000, I wasn't bored enough. Yeah, I wasn't bored enough. I'd rather stay at home, just the four of us. Knock, 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 say hello to opportunity. Show them everything that I be doing, think it's doing me. Check, 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 everything I do is to a T. And only other corner hitting hardest in the USC. Oh, Irish in my blood and all that money keep on doubling. I ain't tried to ball cause I ain't really one for fumbling. Made a couple ends, went gold, now I'm loving it. Drive through them all, can't stomach it. One time cause I had to prove it to myself. 2 times doing that for everybody else. 3 times just to put the trophy on the shelf. 4 times just because I couldn't, I ain't doing nothing else. Local legend, but the whip I got is foreign. Extraordinary, yeah, I feel like Alex Warren does. Please will not be calling me if it is not important. If I don't see no dollar signs there, then I'm ignoring them. Got a couple kids nowadays that I'm supporting. Turn it down 100,000, I wasn't bored enough. Yeah, I wasn't bored enough. I'd rather stay at home, just now wait, second thought. Maybe take a trip down to Florida. Need to change the weather, Tennessee just wasn't warm enough. Son and everybody, they been eating out the formula. Everybody talking, but at least they ain't ignoring us. Hey, reservations for 20 at Coast Show. Like that iceberg, I'm tipping a boatload. Got incredible friends, yeah, they froze on. Taking hits on the one like I'm Soto. Catalog multiples of double digits. Staring at the number like it's double vision. That's what happens when you trust the vision. But keep it humble for the juxtaposition. I changed my life overnight with a couple decisions. Stay working like there's somebody who's coming to get it. And don't get caught up in the talking in the public opinion. Yeah, I had different functions cause I'm functioning different. Hey, 1 time cause I had to prove it to myself. 2 times doing that for everybody else. 3 times just to put the trophy on the shelf. 4 times just because I couldn't, I ain't doing nothing else. Local legend, but the whip I got is foreign. Extraordinary, yeah, I feel like Alex Warren does. Please will not be calling me if it is not important. If I don't see no dollar signs there, then I'm ignoring them. Got a couple kids nowadays that I'm supporting. Turn it down 100,000, I wasn't bored enough. Yeah, I wasn't bored enough. I'd rather stay at home with the 4 of us.
Bro, who is this dude, man? Who the heck is this Connor Price dude, man?
Yeah, got it from the top, don't know how to stop. Foot is only on the gas. Why'd he have to drop? He already dropped, everybody getting laughed. He been doing it, they just cluing in. Go ahead and check the stats, yeah. Numbers going, it's a fact, yeah. Go ahead and check the stats. Yeah, I found a glitch in the code. Exploit that, not glistening gold. Spit blueprints like I listen to Hove. And the flow got a hiss like a tit in the stove. Damn, kid's kinda cold. One man ship, so I sink with the boat if it goes. But we all know that it won't. Don't ride waves, just go with the flow. I don't need a gimmick, I don't need a trend. I don't need your little cosign. Still I went and did it, everybody listen. Did it all in like no time. Look, this is not up for debate. Nah, I know that they love to hate. Yeah, feeling like they doing something, but they never moving, they running in place. If I make a hit, then I'm gunning for first like I'm running the bases. Stuck in the matrix, I know that I had to break it. I see the code every time at the basics. I gave them back to back to back. 3 tracks, 3 days, and it's a vacation. I play the cards I was dealt. Lucky for me, it's a couple of aces. Soon as that pandemic hit, I saw my opening, I went and chased it. You did not take it, that's opportunity wasted. Masks are off, now you gotta face it. Got it from the top, don't know how to stop. Foot is only on the gas. Why'd he have to drop? He already dropped, everybody getting laughed. He been doing it, they just cluing in. Go ahead and check the stats, yeah. Numbers going, it's a fact, yeah. Go ahead and check the stats on it. No brakes, just gas on it. Get ideas and I act on it. Overthinking was a bad habit. I should probably teach a class on it. Wax on, wax off it. Trust the process, that's honestly the reason why I changed tax brackets this year. I did everything I want, like what's after next. It don't matter what it costs, I'll cut out the check. Even if I take a loss, I'll come back the best. I'ma hit him with a bomb like Funk Master Flex. Everybody wanna talk, no one wanna put in the hard work. You want a shortcut, get a buzz cut, buddy. 15 minutes up, tough luck, buddy. Come on, look at how they roughed up Cuddy. You got the nerve to think that your verse should get heard? Huh, don't be stuck up, buddy. Go to work and don't rush that study. Know your work before you touch that money. Look, I need to shout out Brianna and Nick. I was thinking about abandoning ship. I had the candle and wick. They lit the flame, my family lit. Whew, yeah, got it from the top, don't know how to stop. Foot is only on the gas. Why'd he have to drop? He already dropped, everybody getting laughed. He been doing it, they just cluing in. Go ahead and check the stats, yeah. Numbers going, it's a fact, yeah. Go ahead and check the stats.
Like, bro, this man right here, bro, he the problem.
Whoa. Yeah. Alright, let's do it. Dad said don't hold back, go get that, don't hesitate. Mom said just step back and slow it down, go meditate. Told myself stay humble, don't say it all with your chest out. But my girl keeps on telling me that I'm the best out. Lot of plates I keep spinning, can't stop. Lot of stakes rise, I keep winning. Blindfolded, find a way, wave high and just keep grinning. No time for the minor things, do a lot of things. When you write the bio, please don't forget you better hyphenate that. Look, pure town and no payola, take over like Jehovah. Hit the notch, that's race over. Brakes broken, I ain't slowing. Outshining, no change showing. 4 clubs, I ain't folding. Beating me, you got a better chance of getting Drake listening to Daytona. 2C slide in the DMs, we started off on the right foot. What a time to be alive, been seeing my future, my life good. Couldn't duplicate what I'm doing even if you took my rhyme book. My mind took me all the way, straight line moving like my rook. I'm playing chess and I do not check on my mates, cause I don't have time for no friends. I know it's bad, but all my priorities shifted when I saw what I had on hand. I got a window that's not gonna be open forever, so I gotta take what I can. I cannot be shaking hands, I guess we'll see who's around at the end. People say I lack empathy, but I don't care how they feel. Don't hit me up on some let's work fam, I'm trying to build. Corny Cox in a video, everybody thought that I signed a deal. Did that with no manager, let alone a label. I'm behind the wheel, I got one hand up on the steering wheel, other hand up on the rear view. Cause on one hand I need tunnel vision, other hand I need a clear view of my peer group when I pass them up. Don't go try testing me, W's I stack them up like the logo for the wrestling. Wait, I can make a whole album without ever leaving my bedroom. Microphone with an interface and a MacBook I let loose. Never let nobody hold me up, I do the hard work. If the artists wanna take too long, I know Photoshop, I'll do the artwork. Big on myself, yeah, shout out to Russ, I did it myself. Heaven on earth, giving them hell, keeping it light, tipping the scale. Been making noise like ringing the bell. They know the time, I'm ringing the bell. Name getting round, it's ringing the bell. I'm ending the round, I'm bringing the boiling hot, 100 degrees. Just keep it moving, there's nothing to see. Rolling the dice, told them the price. They waited a week, so I doubled the fee. Close to my goal like a puck in the crease. Ownership, baby, no nothing is leased. Talk all you want, it means nothing to me. They throwing me shade, I'm loving the breeze. Ooh, you on the way out, I'm on the way in. I'm at the fight, you at the weigh-in. All of my family really gon' make it, that's where they're the weigh-ins. Mission complete, I don't fold till I get it. Patient with time and I know when I'm ready. Still got a way to go hold the confetti. You know what they say about slowing and steady, but Dad said don't hold back, go get that, don't hesitate. Mom said just step back and slow it down, go meditate. Told myself stay humble, don't say it all with your chest out. But my girl keeps on telling me that I'm the best out. Yeah, turn a beat pack to a set list. Couldn't tell a bucket list from a checklist. She said my voice is infectious. Had to slow it down like Texas. Always gotta come correct. Pair of Nike shoes, that's a double check. Act and I rap, that's a double check. Go ahead, you can double check. 2-year plan, but it only took me 6 months. 2 career paths, and I thought I had to pick one. 2 fingers straight up in the sky like I'm Nixon. 2 presidentials on my wrist when I get done. Working double time. And that's the only time I'm ever two-faced. Got an extra set of hands working at a new pace. Dialed in, coming for the crown till I'm blue-faced. Nose bleeds to the court side, that's the only time I move down. Head getting bigger now, I think I might need 2 crowns. Said I couldn't do it every time I'm getting chewed out. The mission was impossible, I guess I'm Tom Cruise now. I'm thinking big picture. Ironic cause I'm popping off on phone screens. How am I passing you up when you got a whole team? All I need's a cold beat, turn a beat pack to a set list. Couldn't tell a bucket list from a checklist. She said my voice is infectious. Had to slow it down like Texas. Always gotta come correct. Pair of Nike shoes, that's a double check. Act and I rap, that's a double check. Go ahead, you can double check. I don't move with the industry. They tell me where to go, I take a different street. They say that all publicity is good publicity, but Harvey Weinstein would disagree. I'm in the house making tunes. They tryna figure out how to make the news. Took the long road, still I'm outpacing you. Clout chasing dudes with outdated views. Look, I see a lot of faking at the live shows, saying that you shining, what's a diamond to a rhinestone? Management is cutting checks, check the size though. Taking more than 15% like Geico. Ruthless, lies on lies, it's all truthless. Claim independent, but we know just what the truth is. We can see the team, it's okay, go and rep that. You got a big machine behind your back, what a jetpack. Damn, the transparency's invisible. Playing it conservative, acting like it's minimal. I see everything is going left like a liberal. Peek behind the curtain, should've known it was political. But I'm off that now. Took a lot of so I talk that now. I ain't waiting on nobody to get props out now. I king myself, I ain't taking off that crown. Reckless. Couldn't tell a bucket list from a checklist. She said my voice is infectious. Had to slow it down like Texas. Always gotta come correct. Pair of Nike shoes, that's a double check. Act and I rap, that's a double check. Go ahead, you can double check.
The number you have dialed is not available at present. Please leave your message after the beep.
Yeah, trendsetter, whoa, league of my own, it don't get better. No, read what I wrote, I'm a bestseller. Yeah, reach for my goals, hit it dead center, hit it dead center. Bullseye, hit it the most, is no misses. Something like fish in a barrel, it's no different. Blindfold on me, I still got the most vision. Trendsetter told them before, but they don't listen. Better, bring a better bad because I'm bigger, better. Solo single, selling several shows at every single second. Peter Piper picked a pack of pickled peppers. Kinda came and crushed the competition, hope they get the message. Look, living it fast, spinning my M in the bag. I never go slow, thinking I'll crash. End up a thing in the past, they know I won't though. Big fish catching me, they gon' need a bigger boat. Ironic how the world stops when I spin a globe. Always showing up. Right. Last year's song still holding up. See the name now and they know what's up. Right. Price hit the top and it's going up. I'm a trendsetter. Whoa, league of my own, it don't get better. No, read what I wrote, I'm a bestseller. Yeah, reach for my goals, hit it dead center. Hit it dead center. Yeah, trendsetter. Whoa, league of my own, it don't get better. No, read what I wrote, I'm a bestseller. Yeah, reach for my goals, hit it dead center. Hit it dead center.
B.O.D. Get the spell check, a fact check, and prevent errors going up. See the bent lever, jalapeno hot, y'all just red peppers. All y'all copy copies, but I'm left center. And your shorty glitching on me like a text center. Hit it with a French tenor. Crazy, wait until I do the next record. I leave head severed, I don't need to hit the bench ever. But if I do, I'm PRing to the next level. Condo flights to Lufthansa. Already know who you people fans of. Call me Big Daddy in a big body Wrangler. Call me Big Daddy Adam Sandler. Bullseye, aiming for a cottage with a poolside, full size.
Always showing up. Right. Last year's song still holding up. See the name now and they know what's up. Right. Price hit the top and it's going up. I'm a trendsetter. Whoa, league of my own, it don't get better. No, read what I wrote, I'm a bestseller. Yeah, reach for my goals, hit it dead center. Hit it dead center.